Welcome to the Fantasy Audiobook. Job Transfer for All, a 10,000-fold amplification system for awakening at the beginning. Chapter 81. Hiss. Even if you have been mentally prepared in advance. But seeing Yi Chen take out nearly 20 S-level treasures at once, including 13 attribute gems, Su Yu couldn't help but take a breath. You have too many attribute gems. I'm afraid you will empty out more than half of the school's power gem inventory in one go. And the cost of this replacement is at least close to 1 million credits. You must know that agility gems are the cheapest, but you only have 5 yuan here. Quote. Su Yu said in shock. The replacement cost of the 3 spiritual gems last time, the auxiliary materials for the Jin potion and the labor costs for mixing the potion were all paid by Su Yu out of his own pocket. This is also his investment in Yi Chen. But this time, just replacing attribute gems requires millions of credits. Plus the auxiliary materials and labor costs for preparing the 6 potions, the credits required are really terrifying. Even if he can't get so many credits in his account at the same time. You must know that as a king-level person, although he earns more, he also spends more. He does not have many available credits. No problem, I can still get more than 1 million credits. Yi Chen said lightly. Seeing Yi Chen's indifferent tone, Su Yu couldn't help but feel a little impressed by Versailles. Do you know what you are saying? You must know that you have only been in school for 3 days. Just take out more than 1 million credits. Those who didn't know better thought you were robbing the school. Okay, how many credits do you need to pay? Xiao Zheng will contact you when the time comes. If you have anything in the future, you can contact her directly, and I will just explain it to her then. Quote. The Xiao Zheng in Su Yu's mouth was his secretary. Yi Chen's eyes lit up when he heard Su Yu's words. In the future, you won't have to do many things yourself, which is very good. Yi Chen. Dean Su, your secretary is very good, and she will be mine from now on. Control your emotions. Yi Chen smiled and said, Thank you, Dean Su, this will save me a lot of time in the future. Su Yu also laughed boldly, and then said, After all, it's not worth it for a peerless monster like you to waste time on such trivial matters. The most important thing is to grow up as soon as possible and become a truly strong person. Yi Chen felt Su Yu's strong expectations for him, nodded and said, I believe this day will not be too far away. Feeling Yi Chen's strong confidence, Su Yu's eyes also shone. What a handsome young man. Without waiting too long, Su Yu's secretary Xiao Zheng soon came to the office. Yi Chen put 3 power gemstones and Jin potion in his backpack. At the same time, give the 13 attribute gems that need to be replaced with power gem 3 copies of blast grass and 3 copies of essence of life to Xiao Zheng. After leaving each other's contact information, Xiao Zheng left the office. 3 copies of blast grass can be used to refine 3 blast potions, but each person can only take 1. I suggest that Xiao Zheng can help you replace the other 2 blast potions with other attribute potions. After Xiao Zheng left, Su Yu suggested. Okay, I'll talk to Miss Zheng then. Yi Chen paused for a while and continued. By the way, Dean Su, I want to ask what the power of immortality is. Su Yu looked at Yi Chen with very surprised eyes, and then said, You shouldn't be able to access the power of immortality at your current level. Where did you hear about it? I just found out by chance. Yi Chen smiled and did not answer the question directly. Su Yu saw that Yi Chen was unwilling to tell, so he didn't force it. After all, everyone has their own secrets. The power of immortality is a top-notch power that can only be mastered by a small number of mythical powerhouses. It can greatly enhance one's own attributes, and even burn the power of immortality to unleash unimaginable strength. Su Yu explained it very simply, not because he didn't want to explain it clearly, but because he only understood so much. Even the mythical powerhouses rarely master the power of immortality, which is the top power that can only be mastered by the truly top powerhouses. After mastering the power of immortality, even a casual blow can exert the power to move mountains and seas. He is a true peak powerhouse, an invincible powerhouse standing on top of the world. After Yi Chen heard this, he was also shocked. Gold-level experts understand the power of rules and then advance to diamond-level experts. Does the power of immortality represent something above the mythical level? Dean Su, are there any stronger professionals above the mythical level? Yi Chen asked his doubts. Su Yu looked at Yi Chen, was silent for a long time, and then said, actually, most king-level experts know that there is a semi-saint level above the mythical level. The strongest swordsman in the Dragon Kingdom is actually a semi-saint. Super strong man. Semi-saint level, a true transcendent saint. Once you become a semi-saint level, your life will be transformed and your lifespan can last up to 10,000 years. It can be said that with the presence of the Sword God, the Dragon Kingdom will still be at its peak after thousands of years. Su Yu said, with deep longing in his eyes. A king-level powerhouse has a lifespan of 2,000 years, a mythical powerhouse has a lifespan of 3,000 years, but a semi-saint level powerhouse has a lifespan of up to 10,000 years. 10,000 years, which is more than 3 times that of a mythical powerhouse. After hearing that there was a semi-saint level above the myth level, Yi Chen also clenched his fists excitedly. This world is so wonderful, a trip is not worth it. Yi Chen clenched his fists and said excitedly. Su Yu also looked at Yi Chen with blazing eyes and said excitedly, I believe you will definitely become a semi-saint level powerhouse in the future. As the luck of the Dragon Kingdom increases, the probability of strong people appearing in the future will increase. Maybe one day I can become a semi-saint level strong person. Therefore, every time a new origin map appears, it will cause competition among all races. This is an important opportunity to enhance the racial heritage. Quote, at this time, Yi Chen had a deeper understanding of the importance of the origin map and the importance of luck, and then said goodbye to Su Yu. Dean Su, I will go and get a silver level promotion task first. The new origin map will be opened the day after tomorrow. Finally, I will capture all the world boss. When Su Yu heard Yi Chen's words, he quickly warned, don't miss the time to go to the world border at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. It's just a little silver professional promotion task, it won't take long. Yi Chen smiled and said to Su Yu, then waved his hand and left the office, flying towards the promotion temple. The ancient capital university town, inside the temple of promotion. Yi Chen pressed his hands on the promotion stone tablet, and his whole body was emitting a faint fluorescence. After a few seconds, he heard a voice in his mind. Level 50 marksman Yi Chen, who meets the level requirements, is about to generate a silver professional promotion task. Please select the difficulty of your promotion task. Yi Chen looked stunned. You can even choose to increase the difficulty of the mission. You must know that when he received the bronze professional promotion task, he could not choose the difficulty of the promotion task. Difficulty 1, 9 stars. Difficulty 2, 10 stars. But when the 2 difficulty options appeared in Yi Chen's mind, his expression instantly became exciting. There is actually a 10-star difficulty promotion mission. Yi Chen was greatly shocked. A 10-star difficulty promotion mission is probably the first time in the history of professionals, right? However, after being shocked, Yi Chen decisively chose the 10-star difficulty. It's not for anything else, just because the 10-star difficulty gives more rewards. Completing the 9-star difficulty promotion mission will reward you with an SSS level career talent and a career-specific skill. So, what are the rewards for the 10-star difficulty? Task has been released. Yi Chen immediately opened his task panel and found an eye-catching red letter on it. Silver Professional Promotion Mission. Hunting the World Boss, First Ring. Difficulty, 10 stars. Introduction. Countless Origin Warcraft will be born in the Origin map. Among them, the most powerful batch of Origin Warcraft are called World Boss. Killing the World Boss can enhance your own luck. Only with huge luck can you become a true the strong one. Requirement. Professionals are asked to go to the Origin map and kill 4 world bosses that are not lower than their own level. Current progress. 0 quarters. Tip. Only successfully defeating the final blow of the world boss can increase the mission progress. At the same time, the higher the contribution to killing the world boss, the higher the value of the rewards obtained. Time limit. 168 hours. Tip. If the time limit is exceeded, the task will automatically fail. Yi Chen looked at the mission introduction on the mission panel with a solemn expression. Generally speaking, the number of world boss in a newly born Origin map will not exceed 10. However, the number of professionals who can enter the 2 worlds is as high as hundreds of thousands, and those who can enter are all true geniuses, whose combat power far exceeds professionals of the same level. It can be said that there are too many monks and too little rice, and the competition is quite fierce. The first level of the mission requires killing 4 world bosses that are not lower than your own level. So what is the difficulty of the second level? Yi Chen looked at the first link specially marked at the end of the promotion task and fell into deep thought. Generally speaking, only the promotion tasks for diamond professionals will have multiple levels, and the difficulty of the tasks in each level will be increased accordingly. Yi Chen never expected that he would encounter a multi-ring mission just after being promoted to a silver professional. It is indeed a 10-star difficulty promotion mission that has never appeared before. It is indeed terrifying. Yi Chen murmured after being silent for a long time. Since this promotion task cannot be completed for the time being, let's go back and take a rest. Afterwards, Yi Chen left the promotion temple and flew towards the ancient capital university. While Yi Chen was resting in the villa, the forum at Gouda University was extremely lively. An official pinned post appeared on the forum homepage. The latest Origin Map expedition list officially announced. The following people will go out on behalf of Gouda University. You will carry the hope of the human race and fight for the human race. No. 001. Yi Chen. No. 002. Su Zontian. No. 003. Lu Chuyu. No. 004. Ding Yixian. No. 005. Yuan Wencheng. No. 200. Ling. There are 200 people in total. Most of them are outstanding students in their junior year, and a few are talented students in their sophomore year. There is only one freshman, Yi Chen. And it ranks first, which means that the school's senior officials believe that Yi Chen's strength is worthy of being number 1. This is true even when faced with this group of talented sophomore and junior students. Everyone was completely shocked when they saw this list. Yi Chen. It's Yi Chen again. As a freshman, he has been in school for less than 3 days, but his legends are everywhere on the forum. National champion. Just clear the final boss of the freshman trial. Nearly 600,000 credits were collected in the freshman trial. In less than 10 minutes, I cleared 20 gold level dungeons of abyss difficulty. No matter what happened, Yi Chen can be deeply remembered. In less than 3 days after entering school, so many things happened that subverted their cognition. Their hearts were severely hit. Deeply realized the differences between people. It can be said that Yi Chen's popularity has never subsided in the forum of Gouda University. One outrageous thing after another is dizzying. It was revealed in the morning that I had cleared 20 gold level copies of the abyss difficulty in less than 10 minutes, and in the afternoon I became a member of the expedition list for the latest Origin map. And it ranks first, which is simply outrageous. At this time, various comments continued to appear under the official pinned post. It's simply outrageous. A freshman can be a member of the Origin Map expedition list. I, a junior, have to lose face. Only true geniuses can go to the Origin Map to win luck and glory for our Dragon Kingdom. I wish our Dragon Kingdom prosperity and immortality. The Origin Map appears more frequently recently. I remember the last time was half a year ago. The Golden Age, storm is coming. This Yi Chen is too outrageous. He can go to the Origin Map to fight as soon as he enters school. He can't be the principal's illegitimate son. Be careful upstairs, be careful not to be invited to tea. This is a comment area, not a no man's land. As long as you can do so many outrageous things like Yi Chen, I believe you can become one of them. There are Origin Warcraft everywhere in the Origin Map, and I heard that after killing the Origin Warcraft, there will be a 30-fold experience bonus. Wouldn't the level soar casually? Yeah, I'm so envious. Everyone who can enter the Origin Map is a real genius and will be the mainstay of the Dragon Kingdom in the future. Try to improve your strength. As long as you are strong enough, you can do it next time. In addition to Gouda University, other major universities have also announced the latest Origin Map competition lists on their own forums. It instantly set off a wave of discussion in colleges and universities across the country. All the students who can make it onto the list are the peerless geniuses of the Dragon Kingdom. It is not an exaggeration to call them 1 in 100,000. Being included in this list is not only recognition of his strength, but also an honor. Fight for the human race, fight for the country. Fight for glory. The next morning, Yi Chen was bored and lying on the sofa watching a movie. Ding-a-ling bell. Yi Chen's cell phone rang. After the call was connected, Zheng Chuyu's voice rang. Zheng Chuyu is the full name of Su Yu's secretary. Classmate Yi Chen, your 13 power gems have been replaced. I will send them to you later, but the potion may have to wait for a few more days. Okay, don't worry about the medicine. I shouldn't be in school these days. Yi Chen said with a smile. Okay, I'll be right over. Then I'll trouble little sister Zheng. After Yi Chen finished speaking, he hung up the phone and went to the yard to rest while waiting for sister Zheng to deliver the power gem. Yi Chen opened his Gouda University app and found that he had less than 900,000 credits left. I can't help but be stunned. These credits are really not enough. Generally speaking, an S-level treasure is worth between 100,000 and 1 million credits, and you can't buy it only if you have enough credits. You must be qualified to buy it. Yi Chen was able to replace so many power stones because of the qualification granted by Su Yu. Otherwise, other students would not be able to replace so many power stones even if they had enough credits. The value of power gem is almost double that of agility gem, and Yi Chen has 5 agility gem that need to be replaced. In the end, it only cost less than 1 million credits, which was also the school's preferential policy for him. Yi Chen also saw the dedication that Gouda University had given to him. In the future, we will definitely give back to Gouda University and allow Gouda University to cultivate more strong people. As for the freshman exchange competition in October, Yi Chen felt that he might not be able to participate. After all, by October, even he himself didn't know how terrifying his strength could be. When the principal recruited him, he hoped that he could win the first place in the freshman exchange competition for Gouda University. But if he has been promoted to the semi-saint level in October, it is impossible for him to come to play games with these children. I can only give back to Gouda University when I get rich later. Just like the sword god, Yi Chen benefited a lot from the experience orb he provided. Although the sword god's reward is provided to the first place in the freshman trial, Yi Chen receiving this reward can be regarded as accepting the sword god's investment. If there is a chance in the future, I will definitely return this favor. However, considering that the sword master is a semi-saint level strongman, if he wants to repay his favor, he must at least become a semi-saint level strongman. Thinking of this, Yi Chen clenched his fists and murmured, "My goal is not just the semi-saint level, even if it is the unknown realm above the semi-saint level, one day I will go and see it myself." After a while, Zheng Chuyu came to the door of Yi Chen's villa. After handing 13 power gemstones to Yi Chen, he said goodbye to him and left here. As Su Yu's secretary, she still has a lot of daily affairs to deal with. Yi Chen put 13 power gemstones into his backpack. At this time, the number of power gemstones in his backpack was as high as 19. After power gem is fused with equipment, it will lose its effect even if it is peeled off, so Yi Chen has to use it with caution. At present, except for weapons and necklaces, the other equipment on his body are just ordinary dark gold level equipment, which will be easily eliminated after subsequent level upgrades. If I have a full set of mythical equipment, or even growth-type mythical equipment, then I can safely and boldly integrate the power gem. Yi Chen thought secretly in his heart. But then Yi Chen found that Jin potion in the corner of his backpack before he could use it, so he quickly took it out of his backpack. Yesterday, I was in a hurry to go to the promotion temple to receive the promotion mission, but I forgot about it. Yi Chen opened the giant spirit potion and a thick fragrance instantly filled the air. Yi Chen took a deep breath and poured the giant spirit potion into his mouth. The fragrance of cucumber echoed in his mouth. Yi Chen clearly felt that his strength had improved a lot. Jin potion can increase the strength attribute by 100 points. Even if Yi Chen's strength attribute is now as high as 28,000, who would dislike having less strength attribute? Soon, Yi Chen returned to the living room again and continued watching movies. At 2:30 in the afternoon, Yi Chen came to the transfer hall of Gouda University. As soon as Yi Chen stepped into the teleportation hall, he saw a giant banner hanging in the empty teleportation hall. It says, "Fight for the human race. Fight for the Dragon Kingdom. Fight for glory. I wish all the students on the expedition a triumphant return." Under the banner, Su Yu had arrived here early. Yi Chen walked straight towards Su Yu. "Dean Su, why are you here so early? Come here in advance to see if these guys will be late." Su Yu said calmly. Yi Chen smiled. He continued to ask, Dean Su, do you have any specific tactical arrangements for the origin map of this expedition? There is no doubt about the power of the world boss, so in the future, the teams sent by our universities will cooperate with the military, and even with teams from other countries, with the sole purpose of taking down the world boss. After hearing Su Yu's reply, Yi Chen fell into deep thought. This time he needs to kill at least 4 world bosses before going to the origin map, which may be very inconvenient if it is a team operation. It would be best for him to act alone and then grab the world boss of other races. This would be more efficient and the Dragon Kingdom could gain more luck. Later, Yi Chen pulled Su Yu aside and expressed his thoughts. Dean Su, you have seen my freshman trial, and you should know that I have a very powerful skill. I want to apply to act alone, and then go to grab the world boss of other races and show off the power of my Dragon Kingdom. Su Yu's eyes widened when he heard Yi Chen's thoughts. What kind of unnatural operation is this? Go grab the world boss of other races by yourself. However, thinking of Yi Chen's terrifying explosive power, the sky giant ape that could reach up to 100 million HP in an instant, his heart couldn't help but sway. It doesn't seem impossible, but what he didn't know was that Yi Chen's strength was completely different from before, as if it were in the sky or on the ground. Okay, I'll discuss it with the principal. The more Su Yu thought about it, the more he felt that Yi Chen's idea was very reliable. If Yi Chen can snatch a world boss from other races, it will not only improve the luck of the Dragon Kingdom, but also enhance the reputation of the Dragon Kingdom. Of course, it can also enhance the prestige of Gouda University and let everyone know that an invincible monster has emerged from Gouda University. Su Yu couldn't help laughing when he thought of this scene. The students in the distance looked at Su Yu with strange eyes. They didn't know what Yi Chen said to him, but the usually calm Dean Su Yu was so out of his mind. Su Yu quickly contacted the principal and told him this bold idea. It didn't take long for him to receive only a reply. The reply was very simple, just one word, yes. After receiving the reply, Su Yu quickly found Yi Chen and said quickly, the principal agreed. He will find someone to arrange the rest. Then you can act alone and secretly follow the teams of other races. Yi Chen also showed joy on his face and said quickly, don't worry, Dean Su, I guarantee that I can win at least one world boss. Su Yu couldn't help laughing again when she saw Yi Chen's confident face. Yi Chen also laughed, but what he was thinking was that since he could act alone, he could go find the boss by himself. You must get ahead of everyone and win at least half of the world boss. However, he would not speak out such outrageous thoughts directly, otherwise even Su Yu would have to laugh at him for not knowing what the heavens and the earth are. Haha, then you will be shocked and your teeth will fall apart. Yi Chen smiled and thought to himself. Soon, the 200 students who set off on the origin map arrived at the teleportation hall. Almost 15 minutes ahead of schedule. But this is normal, in case you miss the time to go to the origin map due to your own reasons. That will be a lifelong regret. Not only will you miss the opportunity for glory, but you will also lag far behind others on the road to becoming a professional. After everyone arrived, Su Yu led all the students into the teleportation array. A flash of white light flashed. Everyone disappeared in the teleportation hall instantly. World Border, Holy Dragon City, Teleport Square. A flash of white light flashed. Su Yu and 200 students from Gouda University appeared in the teleportation square of Shenglong City. When the students recovered from the dizziness caused by the teleportation, their eyes widened as if they had seen something incredible. There is a strong professional atmosphere everywhere. Professionals riding flying dragons passed quickly in the sky. There are also professionals riding ancient magic wolves on the ground who are slowly walking towards the teleportation array, preparing to go to other cities. In addition to normal human professionals, there are also alien beast-eared girls with cat ears and cat tails. An elf girl with pointed ears. A dwarf with strong muscles and a height of less than 1.4 meters. And a variety of other races never seen before. Let's go. Seeing that everyone had woken up, Su Yu quickly led the students away from the teleportation array. Next, they will go to the Qinglong Legion station in Holy Dragon City. Along the way, all the students were very curious about everything they saw and looked around. Holy Dragon City is completely different from what they imagined. Compared with the ancient capital, it is more like two worlds. This is the real world of professionals. Yi Chen's knowledge has greatly increased along the way. I have seen so many things that I have never seen in the past 18 years. Soon, a group of people came to the Qinglong Legion station in Holy Dragon City. This trip to the origin map is led by the Azure Dragon Legion, and students from all colleges and universities will gather here. Tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning, the barrier of the origin map will be released. In the first 7 days, only professionals below the gold level can enter, and the awakening time of professionals cannot exceed 3 years. At that time, college students will go to the origin map together with the elite team sent by the Azure Dragon Legion. After Su Yu led the students from Guda University to the Qinglong Army's station, Zhang Poshan, the person in charge of the station, also appeared immediately. Students, welcome to the Qinglong Legion station in Shenglong City. But since you are in the army, you must obey the orders of your superiors. This is the rule of the army. Next, you can go back to your dormitory to rest and meet here at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Quote. Zhang Poshan's majestic voice reached everyone's ears. Then the team disbanded, and the students, led by the soldiers, headed to their dormitories. At the same time, the soldiers were also explaining some precautions in the station along the way. As for Su Yu, he left the Qinglong Legion station to meet his old friends in Holy Dragon City. Next morning, Yi Chen got up from bed early. After having breakfast in the canteen of the Legion station, they went to the square of the Legion station to gather. At this time, there were already many students waiting in the square. Most of the people knew each other and chatted in twos and threes. Yi Chen found the location of Guda University and walked straight over. When Yi Chen appeared, many people's eyes were attracted to him. After a night of getting to know each other, many people knew that Guda University had sent a freshman here this time. And it's serial number 001. Simply outrageous. This really shattered their 3 views. Guda University is really in decline. A freshly awakened freshman can become the king and dominate. That's not the case. Let a freshman go to the origin map. Could it be that Yi Chen has an amazing background and opened a back door for him to come and level up? I wonder if there is something wrong with the senior management of Guda University. They dare to send a freshly awakened freshman here. Aren't they afraid that the emperor will blame them? Yi Chen cleared the level 35 Abyss difficulty gold level dungeon 20 times in less than 10 minutes. Can you achieve this level of success? Yo, you can't be the king of mouth, right? If you open your mouth at the beginning, all your results will be made up. Guda University is in bad luck. It dares to waste the quota for the origin map to benefit a freshman. It is really rotten. Guda University can't be so outrageous. It takes less than 10 minutes to clear the level 35 Abyss difficulty gold level dungeon 20 times. This is really strong. You don't really believe their nonsense, do you? This is completely made up. If it is true, I will live broadcast and eat a pound of shang. Go away, you kid, don't keep thinking about cheating on food and drink. A lot of students were talking about it, and many students from Guda University couldn't stand it and refuted it one after another. But students from other colleges and universities naturally don't believe their lies. Even an editor can't make up such an outrageous record. Yi Chen shook his head, too lazy to argue with them. Facts speak louder than words. Never argue with a fool unless you are a fool. When the world announcement about killing the world boss appears, they will naturally know how ridiculous they are. When I saw a piece of sky at the bottom of a small well, I thought it was the whole sky. Soon the time came to nearly 8 o'clock. All the students had lined up in the square, and Yi Chen stood at the front of the queue at Guda University, waiting for Zhang Poshan's arrival. After a while, Zhang Poshan and the heads of major universities came to the square at the same time. Students, I believe everyone is already very clear about the importance of the origin map. Next, we will be transferred directly to one of the entrances of the origin map, where the elite soldiers of our Azure Dragon Legion have already gathered. I hope everyone will cooperate well and follow the tactical arrangements of the military leaders. Our goal is to win as many world bosses as possible and increase the power of our Dragon Kingdom. Zhang Poshan's majestic voice kept ringing. Promote the power of our Dragon Kingdom. Promote the power of our Dragon Kingdom. Promote the power of our Dragon Kingdom. After Zhang Poshan finished speaking, all the students shouted in unison. Okay, let's start the transmission. Zhang Poshan took out a teleportation scroll from his backpack, activated his mental power, and thousands of people present disappeared in the square instantly. There was a flash of white light. Thousands of people appeared in a vast plain in an instant. Zhang Poshan looked around and determined his location, leading everyone towards the north. Soon, a legion of more than 5,000 people appeared in front. Zhang Poshan quickened his pace. Reporting to the commander of the army, all 1,151 members of the college student team have arrived. Zhang Poshan reported to the majestic man with a Chinese character face in front of him. There are less than 2 hours left, let them introduce each other and get acquainted with the team to facilitate subsequent cooperation. Yes. After the words fell, Zhang Poshan led the team of college students towards the neat army formation. As for Yi Chen, under the leadership of Su Yu, he also came to the man with the majestic Chinese character face. Commander Wang, this is the Yi Chen that Principal Lu mentioned. Su Yu took Yi Chen to Wang Tianba, the commander of the Qinglong Legion, and introduced Yi Chen. Wang Tianba looked at Yi Chen quietly, and then smiled. What a hero born out of a young man. His strength makes me unable to see through it. Wang Tianba was secretly frightened when he looked at Yi Chen. Generally speaking, he should not be able to see his strength, unless he is a figure at the level of a sword god, and Yi Chen is naturally not one. As for Yi Chen, who is not very strong, there are very few situations where people cannot tell the difference. It may be that he is protected by the will of the world, or he has extremely high-quality equipment that can cover his aura. However, no matter which situation it is, it represents Yi Chen's power and mystery. Commander of the Royal Army, that's too much praise. Yi Chen also responded politely. Since the higher-ups have agreed to let you go alone, it makes sense, and I won't ask too much. I hope that classmate Yi Chen can win more luck for our Dragon Kingdom and enhance the power of our Dragon Kingdom. Wang Tianba laughed. For a genius like Yi Chen who would definitely become a strong man in the future, he did not hesitate to show his kindness. After saying hello, Su Yu took Yi Chen to the side and chatted about some information about the origin map and the world of destiny. This time the origin map is the largest in history, and the strength and number of world bosses may be increased. The three main powerful races in the Destiny world are the elves, orcs, and dragons. Among them, the most important thing to pay attention to is the contemporary saint of the elves. Although her level is only the peak silver level, her strength should not be underestimated. I even heard that she has been recognized by the elves as holy objects, and even ordinary diamond level experts are no match for her. Quote. Yi Chen frowned and asked in confusion, what level is the holy object of the elves? Is there any equipment stronger than the mythical level? Su Yu laughed loudly and said, of course, the level of the holy object is above the myth level, and it contains the power of rules. Even if you are a silver level professional, after controlling the sacred objects, you can mobilize the power of rules and explode with powerful power. When Yi Chen heard this reply, he couldn't help but sigh. In the past, I still had too little knowledge, and I was simply looking at the sky from a well. Recently, as my strength has improved, I have gradually learned that there is a semi-saint level above the mythical level professionals. I didn't expect that even the equipment has a higher level. But you don't have to worry too much. With her silver level strength, even if she activates the power of the rules, it won't last too long. She can just avoid the edge for the time being. If you don't activate the power of rules, your attributes will just be higher than others. Quote. Su Yu continued. As Su Yu and Yi Chen continued to talk, time continued to pass. Soon the time came to 10 o'clock, and the color of the barrier on the origin map slowly changed from black to gray. Everyone, prepare to enter the origin map. Wang Tianba's voice rang in everyone's ears. Yi Chen also activated God's shield, and God's wings disappeared in front of everyone in a few breaths, and entered the origin map. Ding! Enter the Tianxing Mountains. After Yi Chen entered the origin map, a prompt sounded in his mind. Tianxing Mountains. Yi Chen was thoughtful. According to Su Yu's introduction, the origin of Warcraft in mountain-type maps is generally stronger. Yi Chen shook his head without thinking too much and galloped in the other direction. After a while, a large number of Origin Warcraft appeared. Giant Python, Origin of Warcraft. Grade, Ordinary. Level, 70. HP, 520,000. Attack power, 18,876. Physical defense, 4,566. Magic defense, 4,877. Skills, Fatal Flick, Venomous Fang, Venomous Explosion. Introduction. An ordinary monster in the Tianxing Mountains, an ordinary giant python. Yi Chen looked down from the air and had a clear view of the monsters on the ground. In addition to the giant python, there are also various monsters of different origins scattered everywhere. Boo hoo hoo. Golden arrows kept falling. Log. Successfully surpassed level 20 and killed the level 70 python, gaining 18 million experience points extra level 20 with an additional 200% experience bonus. Log. Successfully surpassed level 20 and killed a level 70 grizzly bear, gaining 18 million experience points extra level 20 with an additional 200% experience bonus. The Origin Warcraft in the Origin map has 30 times the experience bonus. A maximum of 200% experience bonus can be obtained for leapfrog kills. Each Origin Warcraft can provide Yi Chen with up to 18 million experience points. Since it is not possible to be promoted to Silver Professional for the time being, let's first upgrade the skill levels of Shadowless Arrow and Shadow Escape. Yi Chen thought that if he wanted to kill 4 world bosses, he would have to increase his explosive power to the limit. The stronger the explosive power, the greater the probability of grabbing the boss. Log. Shadowless Arrow has been upgraded successfully. The current level is 52. Log. Shadowless Arrow has been upgraded successfully. The current level is 53. Log. Shadowless Arrow has been upgraded successfully. The current level is 101. Yi Chen spent nearly 25 billion experience points to successfully upgrade Shadowless Arrow to level 101. After reaching level 101, the properties of Shadowless Arrow have undergone great changes. Shadowless Arrow level 101 active skill. After 2 seconds of charging, a powerful arrow will be shot, causing 8,000% attack power damage to the target. The arrow will travel through space and hit the target directly, consuming 5,000 mana and cooling down. Time 10 seconds. The attack power damage has been directly increased from 2,500% at level 51 to 8,000%, and the cooldown time has also been reduced by 20 seconds. Seeing the attack power bonus of Shadowless Arrow, Yi Chen was extremely happy. With his current attack power of up to 450,000, even if he encounters a world boss with high critical hit resistance, he will not be able to deal critical damage. It can also cause hundreds of millions of damage. If you add the first attack of Shadow Escape, it will be even more terrifying. Thinking of this, Yi Chen quickly raised the skill level of Shadow Escape. Log. Shadow Escape upgraded successfully. Current level is 52. Log. Shadow Escape upgraded successfully. Current level is 53. Log. Shadow Escape upgraded successfully. Current level is 101. Yi Chen once again spent nearly 25 billion experience points, and Shadow Escape also successfully rose to level 101. At this time, the properties of Shadow Escape have also undergone great changes. Shadow Escape level 101 active skill, leaving a shadow clone in place for 30 seconds. You can ignore obstacles and teleport to any location within a radius of agility by 50 meters, and at the same time you become invisible. The first attack can cause an additional 1,200% damage and at the same time remove one's own invisibility. It consumes 8,000 mana points and has a cooldown time of 10 seconds. Looking at the properties of Shadow Escape, the corners of Yi Chen's mouth raised slightly. With up to 12 times the additional damage, even without using the bonuses of Power of the Abyss and Arrow of Darkness, billions of damage can be erupted in an instant. Others worked hard to defeat the world boss until only a billion health points were left. Yi Chen emptied his health bar with an arrow from afar, taking away most of his luck. Thinking of this scene, Yi Chen couldn't help but smile on his face. The smile never disappears, it just moves from other people's faces to your own. Yi Chen kept flying towards the depths of the Tianxing Mountains. The origin monsters encountered along the way were unable to withstand the power of his arrow, and the experience value in the experience orb continued to rise. Soon Yi Chen saw golden light flashing in the distance. Gold level treasure chest. Yi Chen looked at the golden light in the distance and thought to himself. When the origin map is born, Countless treasure chests will be born at the same time, randomly distributed in every corner of the map. Some treasure chests are hidden in corners that are extremely difficult to find, and some treasure chests are guarded by powerful origin monsters. Generally speaking, these treasure chests will be looted to pieces when the first batch of professionals enter. Therefore, most of the first batch of talented professionals who enter will have considerable gains. In this origin map, which is restricted to only gold level professionals and below, the highest level treasure chests are only gold level. Such an obvious gold level treasure chest should be protected by a powerful boss, right? Yi Chen had doubts in his heart. His eyes scanned the front again, but he still found no trace of the origin warcraft. Yi Chen landed thousands of meters away from the treasure chest. Carefully walked towards the treasure chest. Just when Yi Chen was less than a kilometer away from the treasure chest, a sudden change occurred. Boom! A monster of origin hundreds of meters long rose into the sky from the ground. Yi Chen used shadow escape to instantly distance himself. Only then did he take stock of the huge monster in front of him. Thousand-legged centipede king, origin of Warcraft. Level: Commander. Level: 70. HP: 2.48 million. Attack power: 52,101. Physical defense: 26,571. Magic defense: 27,661. Skills: Toxic Puncture, Giant Hard Carapace, Poisonous Cloud, Venom Explosion. Introduction. The powerful monster in the Tianxing Mountains controls deadly poison attacks and has good defense. It turned out to be a small centipede. It almost scared me. After seeing clearly the attributes of the monster in front of him, Yi Chen breathed a sigh of relief. He almost thought that the world boss appeared, but he didn't expect that it was just a small leader boss. Call out. A golden arrow flew towards the head of thousand-legged centipede king. Shadow escape will have up to 12 times extra damage after reaching level 101. Even a normal attack will instantly burst out with tens of millions of damage. Boom! Thousand-legged centipede king fell straight to the ground before he even knew what happened. Till the end of his life, his eyes were staring straight at the shadow clone in front of him. My mind was filled with doubts. The person in front of me clearly didn't move. Why the hell did I die? Log. Successfully surpassed level 20 and killed the level 70,000-legged centipede king, gaining 1.8 billion experience points extra level 20 with an additional 200% experience bonus. Yi Chen's body moved quickly, and he came to the body of thousand-legged centipede king in a few breaths. After putting the equipment exploded under his body into his backpack, he came to the side of the gold treasure chest. Looking at the shining golden treasure box, Yi Chen showed a smile on his face. The number of gold-level treasure chests is quite rare, and they can yield up to S-level treasures and dark gold-level equipment, which is a considerable gain. Click. The treasure chest opens slowly. Orange light shines out. Yi Chen quickly checked the items in the box. A piece of dark gold-level equipment, an A-level treasure. Dark moon robe, dark gold. Part. Tops. Level: 70. Spirit plus 810. Physique plus 395. Feature 1. Mental attributes increased by 23%. Feature 2. Physical attributes increased by 23%. Feature 3. Damage received reduced by 23%. Equipment requirements. Level 70 Professional. Basic mental attribute value is greater than 2,500 points. High-end professional equipment has no professional restrictions, only level and attribute restrictions. Looking at the properties of Dark Moon Robe, Yi Chen's eyes were shocked and he thought to himself. The requirements for wearing dark gold level equipment are so high. Yi Chen couldn't help but sigh when he saw that the Dark Moon Robe required a basic mental attribute value of greater than 2,500 points before it could be worn. Basic attribute values refer to the attributes when not wearing equipment. Permanently increased attribute values such as potions and passive skills will be included in it. You must know that even if you are a rare professional mage of level 70, and add all the free attribute points to the mental attribute, it will only cost about 2,000 points. In addition, the bonuses from potions and passive skills may not reach the basic mental attribute value of 2,500 points. Unless the power of blood can be awakened, the attributes of the whole body will be greatly improved. Otherwise, you have to wait until level 80 or higher to wear level 70 dark gold equipment. Having no restrictions on wearing gear at low levels may be a blessing from the will of the world. Yi Chen was thoughtful. In fact, it is very reasonable. After all, this is reality and not a game. Although low-level equipment has occupational restrictions, it can also be forcibly worn, but it will not enjoy attribute bonuses. Even a mage can pick up an ordinary bow and arrow to attack, but if he picks up an artifact bow and arrow, his strength cannot even draw the bow and arrow, so naturally he cannot use it. Or maybe a mage wears a breastplate that requires 2,500 points of basic strength to wear, and in the end he may not even be able to walk. After Yi Chen put the Dark Moon robe in his backpack, he checked the attributes of the A-level treasure. Dark Moon Grass. Quality: A. Attribute: Heaven and Earth Spirit Grass. After taking it, you can increase your affinity for the rules of darkness and make it easier to understand the rules of darkness. Each professional can take up to 3. A treasure that can increase affinity to the power of rules. Yi Chen's eyes lit up. This kind of treasure can be said to be quite rare. Although Dark Night Grass is only an A-level treasure, it can permanently increase the affinity for the rules of darkness. No one can have too little of this kind of treasure. Without hesitation, Yi Chen directly put Dark Night Grass into his mouth, chewed it a few times and swallowed it. My body doesn't feel much after taking it. Maybe it's because I haven't officially begun to understand the power of rules. Yi Chen shook his head, shook off the doubts in his heart, and continued flying towards the depths of the Tianxing Mountains. Bronze-level treasure chests kept appearing along the way, and occasionally silver-level treasure chests appeared. Yi Chen was not polite and pocketed everything. At this time, the direction of his flight was completely opposite to the direction of the Dragon Kingdom Legion, so the gains along the way were equivalent to those taken from other forces. Yi Chen could get these treasure chests without any psychological burden at all. This is why he wants to go it alone. It is really inconvenient for teamwork. All gains must be distributed according to contribution. There are more wolves and less meat. Since he has such strength, why doesn't he grab the resources of other forces? About an hour later, a rock giant thousands of meters high appeared in front of Yi Chen. Every step the rock giant takes causes the ground to shake violently. Countless trees collapsed along the way, and a series of huge craters appeared on the ground. I don't know how many origin monsters that were too late to escape died at its feet. At this time, Yi Chen was still tens of thousands of meters away from the rock giant, but he could feel a powerful aura from a distance. The huge figure brought a huge sense of oppression to all the creatures around. Yi Chen looked at the figure of the rock giant, and at the same time its attributes appeared in front of Yi Chen. Lei Vein Stone Giant, Origin of Warcraft. Level: World Boss. Level: 70. Health Value: 5.5 billion. Attack Power: 818,766. Physical Defense: 355438. Magic Defense: 359876. Skills: Earth Shake, Earth Wall, Earth Resurrection, Meteorite Falling, Earth Shield. Talent: Earth Control, Critical Hit Resistance, Physical Resistance, Magic Resistance, Super Self-Healing Ability. Introduction 1. The Origin Warcraft, born from the veins of the earth, has extremely strong destructive power and survivability, and can control the power of the earth. Introduction 2. Born with strong resistance, it can greatly reduce the probability of being hit by a critical hit. It also has good physical and magical damage reduction capabilities and a super life recovery speed. Introduction 3. World-class boss. If you kill it, you can get a lot of luck points, and amazing treasures may be revealed. Yi Chen couldn't help but widen his eyes when he saw the powerful attributes of the boss in the world in front of him. He was extremely shocked and filled with emotion. This is the real world boss. Only then did Yi Chen realize how weak the world boss projection Qingtian giant ape he had killed was. The health value is less than 5% of the Earth Vein Stone Giant in front of me. Magical defense and physical defense are even lower, simply incomparable. What's more, Earth Vein Stone Giant also has a bunch of super talents, and it doesn't have the fatal weakness of Qingtian giant ape's projection. At least an elite team of thousands of people would be needed to form a military formation to barely fight against it. After forming a military formation, everyone can jointly bear the damage from the enemy. After the damage is shared, the threat caused is greatly reduced. At the same time, the military formation can bring everyone's strength together to unleash unimaginable damage. Of course, military formations cannot be mastered overnight. The entire team must learn the corresponding military formation skills and undergo years of training to achieve their greatest effect. The upper limit of the number of people in the military formation is determined by the upper limit of the military formation skill itself and the lower limit of the skill level of the team members. For example, the most common one in the Azure Dragon Legion is the Azure Dragon Formation. The Level 1 Azure Dragon Formation can be composed of up to 100 people, and the Level 20 Azure Dragon Formation can be composed of 2,000 people. Generally speaking, the upper limit of most formations is Level 20, and only a few formations can exceed Level 20. This time, more than 2,000 of the elite teams sent by the Azure Dragon Legion have mastered the Level 20 Azure Dragon Formation, which can display extremely strong combat power. This is also the confidence for Dragon Kingdom to challenge the world boss. Today, let me try out what it's like to defeat the world boss alone. Yi Chen looked at the earth vein stone giant in front of him, a glimmer of light flashed in his eyes. This was the first time he saw a real world boss. Although he was surprised by the high attributes of the boss in front of him, he couldn't describe it with common sense. It's hard to say which one is strong and which one is weak. Yi Chen watched the earth vein stone giant in the distance getting closer and closer without any movement. He just hung quietly in the air, waiting for the ley vein stone giant to enter his attack range. At this time, the shield value on his body was as high as tens of millions. Even if the attack power of earth vein stone giant was as high as over 800,000, Yi Chen was not worried at all. What's more, every time he attacks, he can generate a shield value that causes 20% of the damage. I'm afraid ley vein stone giant has no chance of breaking the shield. As the earth vein stone giant got closer and closer, Yi Chen finally moved. Call out. A golden arrow filled with dark aura rushed towards the earth vein stone giant. Minus 1.21 million. This arrow only caused over 1 million damage. This physical damage reduction is at least 50%, really a tough one. Yi Chen complained secretly in his heart. Roar. Earth vein stone giant was attacked by Yi Chen and roared. Only then did it notice the existence of the little bug in front of it. Originally it was just a little bug at level 50, and the earth vein stone giant didn't take it seriously at all. If you dare to block your way, just trample them to death. It never expected that such a tiny insect would dare to attack it. Are you afraid that you think your life is too long? How dare you challenge its majesty? Boom! A meteorite fell rapidly from the distant void and rushed towards Yi Chen's position. Feeling the change in the void, Yi Chen naturally would not stand still stupidly. Directly a shadow escape appeared on the other side of the ley vein stone giant. Shadowless arrow. The ancient demon bow in Yi Chen's hand was drawn into a full moon. After 2 seconds of charging, a golden arrow appeared in front of the earth vein stone giant. Just when the shadowless arrow was about to hit the earth vein stone giant, a light yellow shield enveloped it. The golden arrows shot by shadowless arrow fiercely hit the earth shield of earth vein stone giant. Click. A crisp sound. The light yellow shield formed by earth shield instantly shattered. The golden arrow's power continued unabated, and it hit the earth vein stone giant's neck hard. Minus 126.32 million. Minus 1.51584 billion. 2 huge red damage numbers appeared from the top of ley vein stone giant. This arrow directly reduced the health of ley vein stone giant by nearly 30%. Unfortunately, because ley vein stone giant's critical hit resistance is too high, it does not trigger critical hit damage. Otherwise, this arrow could cause ley vein stone giant to lose most of its life. Roar. Earth vein stone giant looked up to the sky and roared. The little bug in front of him actually caused so much damage to it, making it furious. It hurts so much. Ley vein stone giant's eyes became scarlet, flashing with blood-colored light. Yi Chen suddenly felt that the gravity of the ground had greatly increased, pulling him down. Boom! Yi Chen fell hard from the air, and instantly smoke and dust billowed on the ground. The shield value of more than 300 million has been reduced by several digits. The law of smoke does no harm. Yi Chen is fine. Earth control. Prevent me from flying. Reduce my movement speed. Yi Chen looked at the earth vein stone giant in front of him and thought to himself. It seems that this ley vein stone giant knows tactics. In this case, I will play with you. Yi Chen looked at the shield value of more than 300 million, and really didn't know how he could lose. Under the strong gravity, Yi Chen's attack speed and movement speed dropped a lot. Yi Chen simply stopped moving and stood directly on the spot to attack the earth vein stone giant. Super multiple arrows. Boo-hoo-hoo. 15 golden arrows were like one body, bombarding towards the earth vein stone giant. A series of damage figures appeared from the head of earth vein stone giant. A total of more than 30 million damages were caused. Boo-hoo-hoo. The arrows in Yi Chen's hand kept shooting out, like Gatling with golden light. When Yi Chen attacked, the earth vein stone giant didn't just stand there and let Yi Chen attack. Waves of earth pulsation were like tides, rushing towards Yi Chen. Each wave of earth pulse can cause more than 2 million damage to Yi Chen. However, all these injuries were absorbed by the shields around Yi Chen. Even if Yi Chen only uses normal attacks, he can cause more than 50 million damage per second. This also means that more than 10 million new shields will be added to his body every second. In other words, under the continuous attack of ley vein stone giant, Yi Chen's shield value not only did not decrease, but also continued to increase. Only when Yi Chen felt the terrifying damage caused by the waves of earth pulsation did he understand why he had to form a military formation to fight against the world boss. Even the most evil geniuses among professionals would probably have no choice but to return in despair if they encounter such a terrifying range attack. Under this wave of earth pulsation, if you don't form a military formation, basically whoever comes will die. There was no way he could withstand such horrific injuries. But, this is just like scratching an itch to me, it doesn't pose any threat at all. Yi Chen said secretly in his heart. At this time, his heart was completely relieved. Since the earth vein stone giant could not cause effective damage to him, it would only be a matter of time before it died. Yi Chen still has this patience. Ley vein stone giant's health continued to decrease, and soon it was less than 60%. In just 10 seconds, it lost more than 10% of its health. At this time, the cooldown time of Yi Chen's Shadow Escape and Shadowless Arrow were restored again. Shadow Escape. Yi Chen directly used the Shadow Escape skill to appear behind the earth vein stone giant, leaving an identical shadow clone in place. Just when the earth vein stone giant was still wondering why the little bug in front of him stopped attacking, a golden arrow suddenly appeared behind it. Kang! There was a sound of metal and stone clashing. Minus 126.52 million. Minus 1.51824 billion. Two huge damage figures emerged from the top of earth vein stone giant. Roar! Ley vein stone giant roared angrily, turned around, and found that another small insect appeared behind him. This arrow hurts so much. Feeling that his health was less than 30%, Ley vein stone giant's eyes began to become cautious. It knew that the little bug in front of it was different from the ones it had encountered before, and those bugs couldn't even break through his defenses. But the little bug in front of him caused huge damage to it one after another. Even it cannot withstand another such attack. Roar! Earth vein stone giant looked at Yi Chen and roared again. I saw that its whole body was emitting a deep yellow light, standing there without any movement. When Yi Chen saw this, he didn't give it a chance to breathe. Super multiple arrows. Boo-hoo-hoo. A dozen golden arrows were unable to move forward when encountering this deep yellow light, and were unable to cause any damage to the earth vein stone giant. There are actually invincible skills. The earth is resurrected. Yi Chen was shocked when he discovered that he was unable to cause harm to the ley vein stone giant in front of him. At the same time, Yi Chen discovered that the health of the ley vein stone giant was constantly rising. 40%, 50%. Soon, ley vein stone giant returned to 100% health again. This boss in this world is a bit disgusting. Yi Chen couldn't help complaining in his heart when he saw that the earth stone giant's health had returned to full again. I don't know how the average team would fight against this thing. Not only does it have terrifying group damage, but it also has such perverted invincible recovery skills. If I use this skill a few more times, will I still be able to fight? Moreover, after the Lei Vein Stone Giant regained its health points, the deep yellow light on its body still did not disappear. Densely dense dark yellow lines appeared on the originally gray rock body. This process lasted for 15 seconds in total. The deep yellow light on the Earth Vein Stone Giant gradually disappeared. Seeing this, Yi Chen used the Shadow Escape skill again. Call out. 2 seconds later, another shadowless arrow appeared behind Earth Vein Stone Giant. -38.92 million. -467.04 million. Yi Chen frowned as he looked at the damage number popping up on the head of Earth Vein Stone Giant. After the Earth Vein Stone Giant returns to full status, all abnormal buffs on its body will be cleared. Dark Arrow's effect of increasing the damage received by the target by 100% is also gone. At the same time, the physical damage reduction of Lei Vein Stone Giant has been increased from 50% to 70%. All of this greatly reduced the damage Yi Chen caused. Originally, this set of combos could cause almost 30% damage, but now it can only cause less than 10% damage. But this can't change your final fate. A flash of light flashed in Yi Chen's eyes. Boo hoo hoo. The arrows in Yi Chen's hand were like rain, shooting out continuously. It can cause 0.3% damage to Lei Vein Stone Giant almost every second. The Earth Vein Stone Giant kept bombarding the ground, and rows of ground thorns continued to emerge. Yi Chen also kept dodging. Once hit by this huge ground thorn, even if it does not cause any damage, it will be forced to fly away. As a result, the output efficiency is greatly reduced. Lei Vein Stone Giant, the health value continues to decrease. 85%, 80%, 30%. Every 10 seconds, Yi Chen can launch a combo of Shadow Escape and Shadowless Arrow, causing huge damage to the Earth Vein Stone Giant. Earth Stone Giant felt that his health was getting lower and lower, and he couldn't help but start to feel scared. Then he ignored Yi Chen. Keep running towards the distance. Yi Chen naturally would not let the Earth Vein Stone Giant escape like this. Chased and fought fiercely all the way. The arrows in his hands kept turning into streams of light. Soon the health of Lei Vein Stone Giant was less than 20%, and it found that it could not escape at all. Roar! Earth Vein Stone Giant roared again, his voice full of determination. Boom! The Earth Stone Giant suddenly exploded. Countless gravel shot out towards Yi Chen. The gravel bombarded Yi Chen's shield, causing hundreds of thousands of damage with each hit. With the Earth Stone Giant as the center, everything tens of thousands of meters in radius was razed to the ground. The dense mountains just now turned into bare plains in the blink of an eye. However, Yi Chen did not receive the notification that the Earth Vein Stone Giant was killed. Thinking about it, this terrifying explosion should be the last resort of Lei Vein Stone Giant. Suddenly, Yi Chen found a small rock giant only a few meters tall in the smoke and dust in the distance, fleeing towards the distance. Like a stream of light, extremely fast. He turned into a little guy. Yi Chen looked at the little rock giant in the distance with a smile on his face. Yi Chen opened the huge holy wings behind him and galloped towards the little rock giant. Looking at the direction in which the little rock giant was heading, Yi Chen raised the corners of his mouth slightly. Shadow Escape. Yi Chen's Shadow Escape appeared directly on the path of the little rock giant, waiting for it to fall into the trap. Yi Chen's agility attribute value is currently close to 4,000 points. Shadow Escape can ignore obstacles and teleport to any location within a radius of agility by 30 meters. In other words, Yi Chen can currently teleport up to a distance of nearly 120,000 meters. It is simply a necessary skill for killing people and escaping. The little rock giant turned around and found that Yi Chen was not chasing him. He seemed to have found no trace of himself, and he breathed a sigh of relief. Just when it thought it had escaped, a golden arrow suddenly appeared in front of its eyes and shot hard into its head. Its eyes widened. Hadn't it already escaped that demon? What's going on with this arrow? To its death, it never understood why an arrow appeared on its way to escape. What exactly went wrong? Boom! Under the influence of inertia, the body of the little rock giant fell not far ahead, less than a kilometer away from Yi Chen. Log. Successfully surpassed level 20 and killed the level 70 Leyline Stone Giant. gaining 72 billion experience points extra level 20 with an additional 200% experience bonus. The experience points gained by killing the world boss are actually not much compared to the difficulty of killing it. It can even be said to be very little. But at this time, Yi Chen alone had all the experience points, which seemed quite generous. Yi Chen couldn't help but feel happy when he looked at the 72 billion experience points. Fortunately, he had upgraded the God's Strengthening skill from level 51 to level 101 before killing the boss, thus consuming the experience points in the experience orb. A total of 77 or 88. And the God's Strengthening after reaching level 101 played a big role in his killing of the world boss. God's Strengthening level 101 active skill. Use the power of God to strengthen all attacks in the next 15 seconds, increase the final damage increase by 110%, consume 800 mana, and have a cooling time of 10 seconds. What can be seen is that after God's Strengthening reaches level 101, the original number bonus has been changed to a time bonus. Compared with the original, it is simply a day and a night. The 10-second cooldown also means that this skill can last forever, almost equivalent to a passive skill. Yi Chen looked at the experience orb, which currently has more than 75 billion experience points, and can upgrade 3 skills from level 51 to level 101. Just when Yi Chen was thinking about which skills to upgrade, crash! The body of the little rock giant disappeared instantly under the influence of the rules of the world. Countless trophies appeared where the little rock giant's body had been. Various lights flashed, and countless trophies piled up into a hill. After killing the world boss, the boss's body will be recovered by the will of the world. As the most powerful origin warcraft in the origin map, the origin of the world contained in it is not a small amount. Of course, the rewards that come out are also extremely generous. The rewards that can be distributed among teams of thousands or even tens of thousands of people now belong entirely to Yi Chen alone. What a terrifying reward! Yi Chen looked at the mountain of rewards in front of him, and the joy in his eyes almost overflowed. But then he couldn't help but have a headache. The size of his backpack was only 5 cubic meters, and it had not been expanded. How to take away this massive reward is a question worth pondering. Suddenly, a reminder sounded in Yi Chen's mind. Ding! World announcement. Congratulations to Dragon Kingdom professional Yi Chen for killing the level 70 world boss Earth Vein Stone Giant in the origin map Tianxing Mountains. Boss kill contribution 100%. The time it takes to kill the boss 2 minutes and 18 seconds. The human race will increase its luck value by 10,000 points, the Dragon Kingdom will increase its luck value by 5,000 points, and Yi Chen will increase its luck value by 3,000 points. 6 consecutive world announcements sounded in everyone's mind. This is the highest level world announcement, directly announced by Yi Chen's real name. Regardless of whether they are professionals in the Blue Star world or the Destiny world, as long as they are not in a special space, they can all receive these 6 world announcements. The world announcement is a great honor for all those who kill the world boss and can be passed down for thousands of years. Ancient Capital University, Replica Hall. At this time, Lu Minggang and a group of juniors came out of the copy. Xiao Ming, don't worry, your brother will help you upgrade, and you will be able to raise your level soon. The power of your bloodline is the strongest among our generation. Once you are promoted to a silver professional, you will have a high probability of awakening the power of your family's bloodline. When the time comes, Yi Chen's advantage of awakening the power of bloodline in advance will disappear, and then you can personally take back the glory from Yi Chen's hands. Lu Tian described the future to Lu Ming with a smile on his face. As Lu Ming's biological brother, Lu Tian naturally didn't want to see Lu Ming being depressed every day by Yi Chen. I personally took my brother to download a special leveling copy. In the leveling dungeon, even if the gap between professionals is too large, they can form a team to attack together, and you can choose the mode of equally sharing experience points. Generally speaking, some powerful professionals will use this method to level up quickly. But in less than 10 minutes, he cleared the gold level dungeon of the Abyss difficulty 20 times, and even went to the origin map as Sequence 001. Lu Ming looked very depressed when he heard the name Yi Chen. It felt like Yi Chen was an insurmountable mountain with no hope of victory. Don't be too depressed. My father told me that this may be due to his early awakening of the power of blood. Under certain circumstances, being blessed by the will of the world, the four-dimensional attributes are temporarily greatly improved. This phenomenon has not happened before, and the bonus will generally be lost within a week. Quote. After Lu Ming heard Lu Tian's explanation, there was an inexplicable light flashing in his eyes. Brother, you were right, the career path has just begun, how could I give up so early? Let's go. Let's continue to clear the dungeon. I want to quickly reach level 50, complete the silver professional promotion task, and surpass Yi Chen as soon as possible. Lu Ming's eyes lit up with blazing flames. How can we professionals give up so easily? The world is uncertain, you and I are both dark horses. Lu Tian couldn't help but smile when he saw Lu Ming's fighting eyes. This is the courage that a genius from my Lu family should have. Go, keep going. Lu Tian is also full of pride. Just when Lu Ming and Lu Tian were about to enter the dungeon, a prompt sounded. Ding, world announcement. Congratulations to Dragon Kingdom professional Yi Chen for killing the level 70 world boss Earth Vein Stone Giant in the origin map Tianxing Mountains. Boss kill contribution, 100%. The time it takes to kill the boss, 2 minutes and 18 seconds. The human race will increase its luck value by 10,000 points, the Dragon Kingdom will increase its luck value by 5,000 points, and Yi Chen will increase its luck value by 3,000 points. Lu Ming fell into a deep silence, swallowed a mouthful of saliva, his Adam's apple rolled, and stammered, Brother. I want, otherwise, let's forget it. Quote. Even Lu Tian was speechless at this time. Kill the world boss with 100% contribution. 2 minutes and 18 seconds. What the heck, Yi Chen actually defeated the level 70 world boss in 2 minutes and 18 seconds. 6 world announcements in succession made his mind buzzing. After Lu Tian confirmed that he heard correctly, he was like an eggplant beaten by frost, completely wilted. Xiaoming, this Yi Chen cannot be described with common sense. We and Yi Chen are destined to be in different worlds. We might as well set our goal on Su Xianer of Longjing University and win the first place among the new generation of Longjing University in the freshman exchange competition in October. Quote. Lu Tian comforted Lu Ming from the side, fearing that his younger brother, who had just regained his fighting spirit, would become depressed again. As for the new generation of Dragon Kingdom, Lu Tian has already expelled Yi Chen from it. With such a strong ability, you can call me, Senpai, next time we meet, right? Well, brother, I will never compete with a pervert like Yi Chen in the future. When the person who always wants to transcend becomes an existence that is out of reach. Lu Ming was relieved at this moment. Let's go. Let's continue downloading the copy. The border of the world, the entrance to the Dragon Kingdom in the Tianxing Mountains. There were some soldiers setting up simple tents around. They need to stay here for the next period of time. Once the Dragon Kingdom professionals in the Tianxing Mountains receive fatal damage, they will be sent directly back to the entrance by the will of the world. At this time, treatment by a medical team is needed. At this time, the heads of various universities and Zhang Potion, the head of the Blue Dragon Legion's Holy Dragon City resident, were chatting on the sidelines. As for the commander of the Qinglong Legion, Wang Tianba, who is busy with his affairs, he will naturally not stay here for a long time, leaving only Zhang Potion here to control the overall situation. I wonder if our Dragon Kingdom can win more than 10,000 luck points in the Tianxing Mountains this time. You must know that the last time we cooperated with other countries, we won more than 1,000 luck points. Last time, I was very unlucky. As soon as I entered, I encountered the strongest boss in the world. As a result, the team suffered heavy losses and had to spend a lot of money to escape. Yes, I hope that this time I can destroy the reputation of our Dragon Kingdom. Dean Su, I heard that your Gouda University sent a freshman as serial number 001 this time, and applied for him to act alone. Is this true or false? A dean turned the topic to Su Yu and asked about Yi Chen. Of course it's true. This is the peerless monster from my ancient capital university. It's a secret weapon that can definitely surprise the Dragon Kingdom. Su Yu replied with a smile. No way, such an outrageous incident is actually true. How can a young boy who has just awakened less than a month ago create such a stir? Dean Su, it's not you who deceived the people above, right? Such an outrageous decision can be made. If a person acts alone, he may not be able to survive for 2 hours before being teleported out. It's just nonsense. Just wait and see. Within 3 days, Yi Chen will definitely bring good news. I believe him. Su Yu did not argue with them and continued to smile. Haha, Dean Su, let's wait for the good news from Yi Chen. Dean said, looking at Su Yu with a half smile. Just when others were about to continue talking, a prompt sounded. Ding, world announcement. Congratulations to Dragon Kingdom professional Yi Chen for killing the level 70 world boss Earth Vein Stone Giant in the origin map Tianxing Mountains. Everyone present was petrified, even Su Yu was no exception. In Su Yu's imagination, Yi Chen should take advantage of the world boss's low HP to grab the boss. But what's going on now? Just over an hour after entering, I received the announcement that the world boss had been killed. And it's the world boss that Yi Chen single-handedly defeated. This is so G outrageous. Dean Su, what is going on? Did we hear it correctly? Zhang Potion was the first to react and quickly asked Su Yu. A professional can defeat the world boss alone. This has never happened in the entire history of professionals. I didn't know that Yi Chen could defeat the world boss alone. He didn't say that before. Su Yu couldn't help but start to doubt life. This is completely different from what Yi Chen said when he set out. Didn't you agree to grab the boss? Why the hell did he just kill him all by himself? Other deans also reacted. Su Yuchang, we are all frogs in the well. I didn't expect that your ancient capital university would produce such a true god seed. I'm so sorry that my guts are green. Such true god seeds were not specially recruited by Longjing University. I should have known that no matter how high the price was, I wouldn't have hesitated. A total of 5,000 points of luck. The rise of our Dragon Kingdom is unstoppable. Su Yu was surrounded by all the deans and couldn't stop smiling. Tianxing Mountains. Yi Chen looked at the mountains of loot in front of him. The first is the equipment. There are approximately more than 10,000 pieces of silver level equipment, more than 5,000 pieces of gold level equipment, and more than 500 pieces of dark gold level equipment. As for the mythical equipment, there is none. But this is a normal phenomenon. All equipment above the dark gold level is made from high-grade material treasures. This is a limitation of the rules of the world. At the same time, the higher the level of mythical equipment, the more difficult it is to create it. Build failures happen all the time. Therefore, high-level dark gold level equipment embryos and high-grade material treasures are very valuable, and they are often priceless. After putting the equipment aside, Yi Chen looked at the skill book. There are more than 1,000 silver level skill books, more than 100 gold level skill books, and skill books for various professions. Yi Chen can learn many of the skill books that are common to archers in all professions. However, he has not completed the professional promotion task yet, so he can only put it aside for the time being. Finally, Yi Chen looked at the remaining treasures. If there are treasures such as space stones, he can expand the backpack space. All these trophies can be put into the backpack. You won't be sitting on a treasure mountain that you can't take away. Chapter 91. Yi Chen kept searching in the treasure pile. Soon Yi Chen's eyes lit up. Sure enough, there are space stones, and there are quite a few of them. That's great, now you can take away all the loot. Even if you get 10 times more loot, it will be effortless. He is worthy of being the boss of the world, he has become rich overnight. Yi Chen was extremely happy. This time the world boss gained much more than all his previous gains combined. It's like a common man winning the jackpot. I don't know how many times my net worth has increased. Yi Chen looked at the hundreds of space stones in front of him. 10 of them were several times larger than the other space stones. The best space stone, quality, SS, attribute 1, can be used to build equipment, and has a certain probability of adding space power to the equipment. Attribute 2, can be absorbed by professionals to expand storage space. Each top-quality space stone can increase the storage space by 30,000 cubic meters, and each professional can use up to 10 at the same time. Introduction. A stone with strong space power can only be exploded after killing the world boss for the first time in the origin map. It is extremely rare. Yi Chen couldn't help but widen his eyes when he looked at the properties of the excellent space stone. Although he knew that treasures with space attributes were rare, he never thought that this excellent space stone could only be revealed by killing the world boss for the first time in the origin map. This means that it may take several years to produce 10 excellent space stones. Things are rare but valuable. Even if the excellent space stone is only an SS level treasure, its value is still immeasurable. Then Yi Chen looked at other smaller space stones. High quality space stone. Quality S. Attribute 1. Can be used to build equipment, and has a certain probability of adding space power to the equipment. Attribute 2. Can be absorbed by professionals to expand storage space. Each top quality space stone can increase the storage space by 3,000 cubic meters, and each professional can use up to 100. Introduction. Stones with strong spatial power can only be exploded by killing the world boss in the origin map. They are extremely rare. A piece of high-grade space stone can only increase the storage space by 3,000 cubic meters, and a maximum of 100 pieces can be used. But it comes from more channels. It can be exploded by killing the world boss in the origin map. Generally speaking, there are 10 world bosses in an origin map. After killing them all, you can get 1,000 high-grade space stones. But compared with the number of professionals, it is like a drop of water in the ocean. Also quite rare. Without hesitation, Yi Chen directly absorbed all 100 high-grade space stones. As for the 10 rarer excellent space stones, Yi Chen put them in his backpack and kept them for future use. After all, in addition to expanding storage space, space stones can also be used to build equipment. After using 100 high-quality space stones, Yi Chen's backpack suddenly expanded to 300,000 cubic meters. It is more than enough to put all the loot in front of you in your backpack. Yi Chen put all the equipment and skill books placed aside into his backpack in one go. Then check out the other treasures in the treasure pile. Immortal gold. Quality. Holy level. Attributes. God level materials that can be used to create holy level equipment, containing powerful immortal power. Introduction. A metal with powerful immortal power can only be released if you kill the world boss for the first time in the origin map. It is extremely rare. Holy level treasure material. Yi Chen looked at the properties of immortal gold and his understanding was completely shattered. Is the level above SSS the holy level? Yi Chen's heart was full of doubts. This is the first time he has seen a holy level treasure, and he doesn't know what the holy level materials represent. If the big shots from the Dragon Kingdom were here, they would definitely shout outrageous things. This must be such good luck. Above the SSS level is the semi-saint level, and above that is the holy level. Currently, the easiest way to obtain holy level materials is to kill the world boss for the first time in the origin map. And even if you kill the world boss for the first time, it is not necessary to explode the saint level treasure. The higher the level of the world boss, the higher the explosion rate of the saint level treasure. Over the years, the entire Dragon Kingdom has not acquired more than 2 hands of holy treasures. Although the grade of immortal fine gold is extremely high, it is currently of no use to Yi Chen. After all, unlike some treasure materials, it can be directly integrated into equipment. The blacksmith must use special techniques to create it before it can be integrated into the equipment. Moreover, the requirements for the strength of the blacksmith are extremely high, and if you are not careful, you will lose everything. Soon Yi Chen finished taking stock of all the treasures. Except for 110 space stones. There is a total of 1 saint level treasure, 5 SSS level treasures, 10 SS level treasures, and more than 100 S level treasures. As for the treasures below S level, there are an absurd amount of them, there are thousands of them. Although the trophy from killing the Earth Vein Stone Giant did not make Yi Chen directly stronger, his background was greatly enhanced. Next, he only needs to kill 3 more world bosses to complete the first level Silver Professional promotion task. Once promoted to Silver Professional, his strength will be greatly improved. After putting all the loot into his backpack, Yi Chen began to think about which skills he should upgrade next. Without thinking for too long, Yi Chen made a thought and spent almost 25 billion experience points to upgrade the Wings of God skill to level 101. The movement speed increased sharply again. Wings of God level 101 active skill. Use the power of God to condense a pair of God's wings on your body, giving yourself the ability to fly, while increasing your movement speed by 800%, continuously consuming 1 mana point per second, and the cooling time is 10 seconds. After Wings of God reaches level 101, its movement speed increases by 500% compared to level 51, reaching a terrifying 800%. Once Yi Chen activates the Wings of God skill, he can move at a speed of up to 1,000 meters per second. This greatly improved his efficiency in finding the world boss. After tasting the benefits of killing the world boss, Yi Chen came to his senses. Slowly grinding monsters all the way before was a waste of time. He should rush to other forces and kill as many world bosses as possible. He was alone and so fast that he could completely ignore the monsters along the way and go straight to the world boss. The other forces are a large group of people, and they must clean up the mobs along the way, and they are definitely not as fast as him. Fortunately, it's not too late to wake up, since killing as many world bosses as possible is the main business. Then Yi Chen also quickly thought about which skill to upgrade next. A thought came to my mind. Yi Chen spent more than 50 billion experience points to upgrade Arrow of God from level 121 to level 151. The high attack power is his greatest confidence in killing the world boss. Arrows of God level 151 active skill, energy arrows condensed by magic power, consuming 1 mana. Energy arrows have 160% attack power. Energy arrows can be directly added to the total attack power as equipment. After Arrow of God reaches level 151, its attack power is only increased by 30% compared to level 121. Unlike other skills, the skill effect of Arrow of God does not change significantly at key levels such as level 51, level 101, and level 151. In the end, Yi Chen could only think that the skill Arrow of God was too powerful. Although the attack power was only increased by 30%, for Yi Chen, the attack power was increased by more than 60,000. At this time, his attack power is as high as 510,000. Combined with the two skills Shadowless Arrow and Shadow Escape, the damage caused is unimaginable. Seeing that the experience value in the experience orb had almost bottomed out, Yi Chen showed a smile on his lips. It doesn't matter if you have spent all the experience points, what matters is whether your strength has improved. As long as your strength improves, everything will be worth it. After finishing all this, Yi Chen opened his huge holy wings and flew towards the depths of the Tianxing Mountains. Like a golden stream of light across the sky. This time, Yi Chen ignored the monsters along the way. He has only one goal. That is the world boss. Strike first to gain the upper hand. He wants to capture as many world bosses as possible before other forces. Tianxing Mountains, North. Elvian, the Saint of the Elves, is leading the elite army of the elves on a rapid march. Hurry up, the human race has killed the first world boss, we must speed up. For the glory of the elves. Elvian constantly cheers the team on. The moment she heard the world announcement, she was also confused. I can't believe that there are still people who can beat the world boss alone. And it only took 2 minutes and 18 seconds. But she soon adjusted her mentality. The level 70 world boss, if she is willing to sacrifice her own life and activate the holy weapon with all her strength, she may have a chance to kill it alone. A completely unsealed sacred weapon, its strength is no less than that of a mythical powerhouse. It's more than enough to kill a level 70 world boss. Stupid. For the sake of a level 70 world boss, you actually sacrificed a genius who can control the holy weapon. I really don't know what these humans think. They are simply short-sighted. Elvian thought secretly. She sneered at the human race's behavior and looked down upon it very much. Can't we make a good comparison based on our true abilities? The value of a genius who can control holy weapons is higher than killing a level 70 world boss. It's so stupid. The second world boss killing announcement definitely belongs to my elf family. Elvian's eyes were full of confidence. Stop. Suddenly Elvian noticed that there seemed to be a hill moving slowly in front of her. Thorn Turtle. A trace of joy flashed on Elvian's face. I didn't expect to be so lucky and meet the world boss so quickly. Thorn Turtle moves very slowly, but its defense is extremely high and it can also reflect some physical damage. But this is exactly what Elvian wants. You must know that the elves are born with extremely high agility, and many elves have the talent of double penetration. At the same time, their military formation also has the effect of double penetration. It can be said that this thorn giant turtle has met its nemesis. Set up the formation. Capture the thorn turtle within an hour. Since the human race does not follow martial ethics and uses taboo means to get the first kill, then we, the elves, must at least get the second world boss kill announcement. Elvian's tone was firm and unquestionable. Tianqing Mountains, East. Long Xiao, the holy son of the dragon tribe, is leading tens of thousands of dragon tribe elites to besiege a tiger-shaped creature that is over 100 meters high. Xuantian giant tiger only has half of its health left. If nothing else, we can kill it in half an hour. Everyone must work hard to win the second world boss kill announcement. Long Xiao's voice was full of energy and high-spirited. Less than half an hour after entering the Tianqing Mountains, they encountered the world boss Xuantian giant tiger. I thought that the first kill of the world boss in the origin map must be from the dragon tribe. Unexpectedly, Cheng Yaojin, a human being, was killed. The successive world announcements almost caused Long Xiao to make a serious mistake. Fortunately, I came to my senses at the last minute, so it didn't lead to a big mistake. Long Xiao originally thought that the first kill of the world boss in the origin map would be the dragon tribe. I never expected that it would take me half an hour to kill the world boss, but the human race had already killed him. But when he saw that the world boss was killed by one person alone, he breathed a sigh of relief. This outrageous achievement must have involved taboo means. The dragon race can also achieve such a record, but the price they need to pay is too high, and the gain outweighs the loss. After cursing a few words in his mind about these lunatics of the human race, he adjusted his mentality and continued to devote himself to the battle. Since the human race used forbidden methods to kill the world boss in the Tianqing Mountains for the first time, they won without force. Then it would be the same honor for the dragon tribe to win the second world boss kill announcement. Tianqing Mountains, West. All professionals in the Dragon Kingdom entered from the southwest entrance, and the large army advanced towards the south. As for Yi Chen, he was advancing towards the west. At this time, he had reached the western part of the Tianqing Mountains, close to the central area. Generally speaking, there are 4 world bosses gathered together in the central area, and no team dares to go there alone. Instead, they will wait until all the peripheral world bosses are cleared, and then work together to take down the 4 central world bosses. Yi Chen decided to do the opposite. Get ready to go to the central region to challenge 4. Then go to the north and east to see if you have missed any more. As for the west, we go there last. They are all humans anyway. If they kill the world boss, they will also get bonuses. Yi Chen kept flying towards the central area. Once the Shadow Escape skill cooldown is restored, use Shadow Escape to hurry up. You can use Shadow Escape once every 10 seconds, and you can teleport 120,000 meters at a time. If you just rely on flying, it will take at least a minute or 2. Under Yi Chen's speed, he arrived at the very center of the Tianqing Mountains in less than 20 minutes. Looking at the 4 huge figures in front of them, the distance between them is only a few thousand meters. Attacking any world boss will attract the attention of other world boss. Yi Chen took a bottle of Advanced Energy Potion and a bottle of Advanced Mana Potion. Suspended quietly in the air, he has to wait for his condition to return to its peak. The lion fights the rabbit with all his strength. Flying at high speed consumes a lot of energy. Yi Chen must ensure that his condition reaches its peak before taking action. Facing 4 world bosses at once, even Yi Chen had to be cautious. Yi Chen looked at the 4 world bosses not far away. Thoughts are running through my mind. Dark Moon Wolf controls the power of darkness and is good at close attacks and instant bursts. Giant Tree of Origin controls the power of life and is good at group healing and gain. Giant Rock Dragon Lizard controls the power of the earth and is good at defense. Xuantian Giant Eagle controls the power of the wind and is good at speed and long-range consumption. The specific attributes of these 4 boss appeared in Yi Chen's mind. These 4 bosses each have their own areas of expertise. When combined together, the difficulty increases dramatically. Yi Chen said secretly in his heart. The health and defense of each boss are not weaker than the Lei Vein Stone Giant encountered before, and the health of the Giant Tree of Origin is as high as more than 8 billion. Looking at these 4 world bosses, each with its own merits, several thoughts flashed through Yi Chen's mind. The tactical arrangements were quickly determined. Yi Chen decided to deal with the Giant Tree of Origin first, then the Zanshan Giant Eagle, and finally slowly deal with the Dark Moon Demonic Wolf and Giant Rock Dragon Lizard. Yi Chen's idea is very simple. Giant Tree of Origin is good at group healing and buffing. If you don't deal with it first and let it continue to heal, the battle situation will be extremely passive. If a world boss who is good at increasing health is allowed to unscrupulously add blood to other world boss from behind, isn't that just a mental illness? Then there is the Xuantian Giant Eagle, which is extremely fast and is good at long-range spell bombing. The most important thing is that Yi Chen is worried that if he puts the Xuantian Giant Eagle at the end, what if it sees something bad and runs away? It's impossible to stop fighting the world boss here in the middle of the fight, so run after it. After dealing with these two thorn heads, the remaining Dark Moon Demonic Wolf and Giant Rock Dragon Lizard will be easier to deal with. They are all world bosses on land, and their movement speeds are not very fast. In particular, Giant Rock Dragon Lizard is only half as fast as Dark Moon Demonic Wolf due to its bulky body. Completely controlled by Yi Chen. After killing these 4 world bosses, my first level silver professional promotion mission is completed. I wonder how difficult the second level promotion mission is. Yi Chen couldn't wait to get started. Soon, Yi Chen felt that his condition had returned to its peak again. God's strengthening, the power of starlight, the power of the abyss. Yi Chen immediately activated 3 powerful gain skills. Among them, Starlight Power is the equipment skill attached to Starry Sky Endless Belt, which can increase one's own strength attribute value by 30%, lasting for 1 minute. Endless starlight surrounded Yi Chen. A powerful force surged in Yi Chen's body. Since Yi Chen was already in the invisible state of shadow escape at this time, his first shot was Shadowless Arrow. The ancient demonic long bow in Yi Chen's left hand was drawn into a full moon, and the golden arrow in his right hand shone brightly. After 2 seconds of charging, a golden arrow broke through the space and suddenly appeared in front of the Giant Tree of Origin. Giant Tree of Origin's huge body had no time to dodge. -1.30323 million. Critical hit. -15.63883 billion. Critical hit. 2 huge damage figures appeared from the top of Origin Giant Tree. Under the effect of power of the abyss increasing the final damage of the next attack by 1000%, Yi Chen actually killed the Giant Tree of Origin with 1 arrow. The damage caused in an instant was close to 17 billion, which is simply unimaginable. Even if the health of Giant Tree of Origin were doubled, it would not be able to withstand such horrific damage. However, this is also related to the fact that Giant Tree of Origin does not have crit resistance and physical resistance talents, otherwise Yi Chen would not kill it so easily. Boom! The body of Giant Tree of Origin turned into pieces and fell to the ground. Then gradually disappeared. Log. Successfully surpassed level 20 and killed the level 70 Giant Tree of Origin, gaining 72 billion experience points extra level 20 with an additional 200% experience bonus. Crash. Immediately afterwards, countless trophies appeared at the location of the original Giant Tree of Origin corpse. This all happened very suddenly. In the midst of lightning and flint, the Giant Tree of Origin vanished into ashes and turned into a pile of trophies. The remaining 3 world bosses around them still don't know what happened. Only a roar was heard. Then they saw their close comrades and brothers turned into ashes. There is only a pile of loot left, which represents the traces of the Origin Tree's past. Ding! World announcement. Congratulations to Dragon Kingdom professional Yi Chen for killing the level 70 world boss Origin Giant Tree in the Origin map Tianxing Mountains. Boss kill contribution. 100%. It takes 1 second to kill the boss. The human race will increase its luck value by 10,000 points, the Dragon Kingdom will increase its luck value by 5,000 points, and Yi Chen will increase its luck value by 3,000 points. Tianxing Mountains, North. Elvian is holding a sacred long bow and constantly attacking the thorn turtle in front of her. Each attack can cause hundreds of thousands of damage. Elvian not only controls the sacred longbow, but also awakens the legendary profession, Star Archer, which can control the power of stars. He even has 2 SSS level professional talents. All this is the source of her confidence. She thinks that the younger generation is invincible. This thorn giant turtle is weaker than expected. It should be killed in about 20 minutes. The kill announcement of the second world boss is definitely from my elf clan. Elvian thought secretly. Just then a prompt sounded. Ding! World announcement. Congratulations to Dragon Kingdom professional Yi Chen for killing the level 70 world boss Origin Giant Tree in the Origin map Tianxing Mountains. Elvian's whole body fell into a sluggish state. What is going on? Elvian murmured in a low voice. It has only been 20 minutes since the last announcement to kill the world boss, and now Dragon Kingdom has triggered another announcement to kill the world boss. Can anyone tell her what happened? Yi Chen. It's Yi Chen again. Who is this Yi Chen? I actually defeated the world boss again. This is so outrageous. When Elvian saw how long it took to kill the boss, her eyes were even more unbelievable. 1 second. Is this a result that a human being can achieve? Even the descendants of the true God cannot achieve such a record at this level, right? This is completely against the rules of the world. Where does his power come from? I defeated the world boss twice in a row, and the time it took to kill became more and more outrageous each time. Is it difficult for him to obtain such terrifying power without paying a price? Elvian felt that her knowledge had been completely subverted, and her mind was filled with doubts. Holy Maiden, be careful. Thorn Giant Turtle has enlarged its move. The Guardian Knight next to Elvian saw her wandering around in the sky, not even dodging the Thorn Turtle ultimate move, and hurriedly reminded her. Well, Elvian finally woke up at the last moment, quickly moved away, and dodged. He looked frightened. Elvian shook his head, throwing away all the doubts in his mind, and then violently attacked the Thorn Giant Turtle. The most important thing right now is to deal with the Thorn Giant Turtle in front of you. Let's put the rest aside for the time being. This is really incredible. No matter how hard she tried, she couldn't figure out what was going on. Tianxing Mountains, East. Long Xiao saw that Xuantian Giant Tiger's health was only less than 15%, and his face was full of smiles. Brothers, keep working harder. In 10 minutes, we will be able to win the second world boss kill announcement. Let the human race take a good look at the strength of our dragon clan, instead of using taboo methods like them. It's like picking up sesame seeds and losing the watermelon, it's extremely stupid. Long Xiao's voice rang in everyone's ears. The first kill of the world boss was robbed, and everyone breathed a sigh of relief. If the human race hadn't used taboo methods to kill the world boss in just over 2 minutes, then the first kill of the world boss must have belonged to the dragon clan. For the glory of the dragon tribe. For the glory of the dragon tribe. All the dragon warriors roared loudly. Ding! World announcement. Congratulations to Dragon Kingdom professional Yi Chen for killing the level 70 world boss Origin Giant Tree in the Origin map Tianxing Mountains. A world announcement sounded, and the world suddenly became quiet. The roars disappeared one after another. It seemed like I heard some horrible noise. Long Xiao also had a face full of disbelief. How the hell is this possible? It's Yi Chen again. I have never heard that taboo methods can be used repeatedly like this. A taboo method that can be used repeatedly is no longer a taboo method. This is very unscientific. Even the geniuses in the world cannot use forbidden methods twice in a row. Unless, this is not a taboo method. Thinking of this, Long Xiao suddenly laughed. If you can have such strength without relying on taboo means, then it would be even more outrageous than using taboo means twice in a row. Impossible. This is absolutely impossible. Holy Sun, this Yi Chen is so outrageous, he killed the world boss in just 1 second. A peerless genius next to Long Xiao suddenly shouted at him. Long Xiao suddenly felt that the world had become strange. Killing the world boss in 1 second is simply not something ordinary races can do. Unless this human being is a true descendant of God. But, where is the true God in this world? What the hell happened? What kind of monster has emerged in this generation of the human race? Long Xiao didn't understand very much, so he could only hit the Xuantian giant tiger with the long knife in his hand. Tianxing Mountains, Central Part. After Yi Chen killed the giant tree of origin with 1 arrow. Without pausing, he immediately used Shadow Escape to appear in another direction. The other 3 world bosses reacted instantly after a brief period of confusion. This is an enemy invasion. And they didn't know what means they used to kill their close comrades and brothers in an instant. 3 world bosses rushed towards Yi Chen with great force. Xuantian Giant Eagle took the lead in launching a long-range attack. Countless huge wind blades slashed across Yi Chen's shadow clone. But it didn't cause any harm. Only then did the 3 world bosses wake up. This enemy is really too cunning. Only a shadow clone was left, but the real body was nowhere to be found. Yi Chen was floating quietly in the void. With a thought, Yi Chen spent more than 25 billion experience points to upgrade Arrow of Darkness from level 51 to level 101. Arrow of Darkness level 101 active skill, causing 500% attack power damage to a target, and at the same time increasing the damage received by the target by 200% in the next 120 seconds, consuming 1000 mana points, and the cooling time is 1800 seconds. After Dark Arrow reaches level 101, the duration doubles to 120 seconds. At the same time, the effect of increasing the damage received by the target is also doubled, reaching a 200% bonus. The cooling time has been reduced by half. Yi Chen was very satisfied with the attributes of Dark Arrow, which made him more efficient in fighting boss. Then he spent more than 25 billion experience points to upgrade Super Multi-Arrow from level 51 to level 101. Super Multi-Arrow level 101 active skill, shoots 30 arrows at one time, causing 300% attack power damage to one or more targets, and reducing the target's movement speed by 100% for 30 seconds, while recovering 100 damage % of health, consumes 800 mana, and has a cooldown time of 3 seconds. Super multiple arrows. After reaching level 101, the number of arrows will be doubled from 15 to 30. Although the attack damage has only increased by 100%, with the substantial increase in the number of arrows, tons of damage can also be done. At the same time, it can reduce the target's movement speed by 100%. If the enemy has no abnormal resistance, it will be forced to stand until death. After improving these two skills, Yi Chen still had more than 20 billion experience points left in his experience orb. In order not to waste experience points, Yi Chen had to spend a lot of experience points every time he killed the world boss. Otherwise, it will easily cause the experience value in the experience orb to overflow. After upgrading his skills, Yi Chen focused on the Xuantian Giant Eagle. Seeing the Xuantian Giant Eagle attacking his shadow clone stupidly, he couldn't help but raise the corners of his mouth slightly. Go back in time. Yi Chen immediately activated the equipment skill of Time Guardian Necklace, and all skills with a cooldown time of less than 6 hours were reset. Then he used Power of the Abyss again, this time his target was Xuantian Giant Eagle. Shadowless Arrow. After 2 seconds of charging, a golden arrow broke through the space and suddenly appeared behind the Xuantian Giant Eagle. Minus 921.66 million. Critical hit. Minus 11,059.92 million. Critical hit. 2 huge damage figures appeared from the top of Xuantian Giant Eagle. Different from Giant Tree of Origin, Xuantian Giant Eagle has the talent of physical resistance, which can reduce the physical damage received by 30%. But this cannot prevent it from being killed by Yi Chen with one arrow. Boom! Xuantian Giant Eagle, the huge corpse hit the ground heavily from the air. A huge cloud of dust was thrown up. Log. Successfully surpassed level 20 and killed the level 70 Xuantian Giant Eagle, gaining 72 billion experience points extra level 20 with an additional 200% experience bonus. When the dust settled, the body of Xuantian Giant Eagle had disappeared, leaving only a mountain of trophies. Ding! World announcement. Congratulations to Dragon Kingdom professional Yi Chen for killing the level 70 world boss Xuantian Giant Eagle in the origin map Tianxing Mountains. Boss kill contribution. 100%. It takes 1 second to kill the boss. The human race will increase its luck value by 10,000 points, the Dragon Kingdom will increase its luck value by 5,000 points, and Yi Chen will increase its luck value by 3,000 points. True Dragon City, Human Palace. The human race has a total of 33 giant cities on the border of the world, and there are hundreds of millions of humans living in each giant city. Among these 33 giant cities, Dragon Kingdom owns 7. True Dragon City is the largest of these 7 giant cities and the one closest to the world of destiny. Since the human emperor sits here all year round, the human emperor's palace is naturally built here. At this time, the human emperor Fang Houshan was sitting on the human emperor's throne, his aura restrained, just like an ordinary person. But if you look closely at a pair of eyes, there seems to be the meaning of the changing stars and the evolution of chaos. There are countless divine lights inside, which makes people dare not look directly. Yi Chen. Fang Houxian kept chanting Yi Chen's name repeatedly, with thoughts in his mind. When Yi Chen killed the first world boss, he had already retrieved all of Yi Chen's information. He even used the power of the human emperor to forcefully explore Yi Chen's information. But he still didn't get any useful information. In his understanding, Yi Chen's resume was very simple. He had never left Lincheng before he was 18 years old, and he was just an ordinary high school student. On the awakening day, awaken the only hidden professional marksman and obtain the SSS level professional talent. In the graduation exam, he broke the historical record of the highest difficulty level in the abyss of the ladder tower and won the top prize in the country. In the trial for freshmen of Gouda University, 2 arrows almost killed the final boss with a health value of 100 million in an instant. In the dungeon hall of Gouda University, you can clear the level 35 gold level dungeon of abyss difficulty 20 times in less than 10 minutes. Fang Houxian frowned looking at this information. Although these achievements are already outrageous, they are still within the scope of understanding. But a professional who has been awakened for less than a month can even kill the world boss directly in one shot. Is this reasonable? Even if he used the authority of the human emperor to forcibly investigate, what he perceived was a fog and no information could be obtained. All currently known information is Yi Chen's public information. In addition, even as the human emperor, he cannot obtain more information. This is very unreasonable. You must know that he is the human emperor of the Dragon Kingdom. As long as he uses the power of the human emperor, all the citizens of the Dragon Kingdom will not be able to escape his detection, even if they hide their own information. Unless Yi Chen's strength can stop the human emperor's investigation. But isn't this a joke? Even the mighty sword god of the Dragon Kingdom could not stop the human emperor's investigation. Yi Chen can't be a strong man above the semi-saint level, right? Unless there is a terrifying existence behind Yi Chen. Has the true god of difficulty really revived again? Has he started selecting disciples from countless Hengsha worlds again? An incredible idea suddenly appeared in Fang Houxian's mind. As the human emperor, he knew many unknown secrets. He knew that there were countless terrifying existences in all the worlds, and that the Blue Star world and the Destiny world were just small worlds. The semi-saint level is already a peerless powerhouse in the small world. But to the powerful men in the world, the semi-saints are just stronger ants. The semi-saint level is just the beginning. There are quasi-saint level, great saint level, holy king level, quasi-emperor level, great emperor level and true god level. However, currently the strongest professionals in the world can only be trapped at the emperor level, unable to pry into higher realms. It is said that a foreign universe invaded 100,000 years ago. In that battle, countless worlds were destroyed and the strong fell. Even the origin of the universe has been severely damaged, resulting in incomplete rules of the universe and can no longer support powerful people above the emperor level. After that battle, the foreign universe also suffered heavy losses and was no longer able to invade. The surviving true god level experts from all over the world have sealed themselves in forbidden areas, waiting for the resurgence of the rules of the universe. The more Fang Houxian thought about it, the more horrified he felt, and he broke into a cold sweat behind his back. The rules of the universe began to revive, and the disciples of the true God began to travel across the heavens and the world. What a splendid world this is! Since Yi Chen was chosen by the true God, this is also an opportunity for our Dragon Kingdom, and we must treat it with caution. Fang Houxian sat on the throne of the human emperor and fell into deep contemplation. Tianxing Mountains, Central Part. After Yi Chen instantly killed Xuantian Giant Eagle with one arrow, he did not use Shadow Escape to distance himself as before. But with a thought, he spent more than 70 billion experience points to upgrade God's Strengthening from level 101 to level 151. After God's Strengthening reaches level 151, the duration is increased from 15 seconds to 30 seconds, and the final damage increase is also increased from 110% to 200%, which greatly improves Yi Chen's output ability. After upgrading his skills, Yi Chen violently attacked the Dark Moon Wolf on the ground. Call out! A golden arrow filled with dark aura rushed towards the Dark Moon Demonic Wolf. The Dark Moon Demonic Wolf also ran towards Yi Chen's direction. The sharp arrow hit the back of Dark Moon Demonic Wolf and blood suddenly surged like a column. -22.09 million. Critical hit. Dark Moon Demon Wolf had a dark aura emerging from its body, but it didn't care. This small injury has no impact on it, and it will recover in a short time. At this moment, it just wanted to tear Yi Chen into pieces. Super multiple arrows. Call out. 30 arrows instantly turned into a stream of light and shot into the body of Dark Moon Demon Wolf at the same time. Under the effect of Dark Arrow increasing the damage received by the target by 200%, the damage caused by these 30 arrows is extremely terrifying, directly causing Dark Moon Wolf to lose more than 20% of its health. Countless blood spurted out, dyeing the earth red. Boo hoo hoo. The arrows in Yi Chen's hand continued, turning into a large intertwined net in the air, continuously hitting various parts of the body of Dark Moon Demon Wolf. Soon the Dark Moon Demonic Wolf also came to Yi Chen. Various skills are constantly used. However, Yi Chen's eyes were indifferent, looking at the Dark Moon Demonic Wolf in front of him like a clown. He stood in the void, allowing the Dark Moon Demon Wolf to attack, but he remained unmoved. One person and one beast, each fighting his own way. The painting style looks extremely weird. The reason why Yi Chen is like this is precisely because after killing 2 world bosses in one instant, his shield value reached billions. Even if the Dark Moon Wolf is allowed to attack, it cannot break the shield on him. What's more, under Yi Chen's constant attacks, the shield value is still rising. Yi Chen's normal attack can cause about 5% damage to Dark Moon Demonic Wolf every second, and the Super Multi-Arrow once every 3 seconds can cause more than 20% damage. Boom. Dark Moon Wolf had almost no life-saving skills. With the debuff of Dark Arrow, it fell to the ground in just 10 seconds. Log. Successfully surpassed level 20 and killed the level 70 Dark Moon Demon Wolf, gaining 72 billion experience points extra level 20 with an additional 200% experience bonus. Crash. The body of Dark Moon Demonic Wolf disappeared, and a large amount of loot appeared again. Ding. World announcement. Congratulations to Dragon Kingdom professional Yi Chen for killing the level 70 world boss Dark Moon Wolf in the origin map Tianxing Mountains. Boss kill contribution. 100%. It takes 11 seconds to kill the boss. The human race will increase its luck value by 10,000 points, the Dragon Kingdom will increase its luck value by 5,000 points, and Yi Chen will increase its luck value by 3,000 points. Tianxing Mountains, North. What kind of monster is this Yi Chen? Elvian looked in disbelief. In less than 30 seconds, 3 world bosses were killed in a row. A total of 18 world announcements rang in my ears, almost never stopping. Simply outrageous. At this time, Elvian was completely shocked by Yi Chen's strength. Killing a world boss alone can be said to be using a forbidden method. But what about 2? What about 3? Being able to kill so many world bosses is definitely not a taboo method. It's true that there are people outside the world, and there is heaven outside the world. Elvian looked bitter and murmured in a low voice. Even as arrogant as she is, she has to lower her arrogant head. Click. There seemed to be a disembodied voice. Her invincible heart was broken. Tianxing Mountains, East. Long Xiao kept attacking the Xuantian giant tiger in front of him without saying a word. Continuous world announcements drove him home to reality. There is no comparison between people. He is still working hard to kill the first world boss. But others have already killed 4 world bosses. This is the cruel reality. The gap between people is so big. At this time, he no longer cared about whether Yi Chen was the true heir of God or what methods he used. None of this matters anymore. Yi Chen is a being that he can only look up to forever. He is not from the same world at all. They have no chance to compete, so what's the use of knowing more? Tianxing Mountains, Central Part. Byte. Congratulations on completing the first promotion mission of Silver Professional, hunting the world boss. Completion. 100%. Comprehensive score. SSS. After killing the Dark Moon Wolf, a notification sounded in Yi Chen's ears. The first level of promotion tasks for Silver Professionals has been completed. Unfortunately, only by completing all promotion tasks can you obtain the final reward. Then Yi Chen quickly opened the task panel and checked the second level promotion tasks. Silver Professional Promotion Task. Compete for luck value, second ring. Difficulty. 10 stars. Introduction. Countless Origin Warcraft will be born in the Origin map. Among them, the most powerful batch of Origin Warcraft are called World Boss. Killing the World Boss can enhance your own luck. Only with huge luck can you become a true the strong one. Requirement: please ask professionals to increase their luck value to 15,000 points. Current progress: 12,000 15,000. Tip: you can get luck points by participating in killing the World Boss. At the same time, the higher your contribution to killing the World Boss, the more luck points you will get. Time limit: 168 hours. Tip: if the time limit is exceeded, the task will automatically fail. Yi Chen looked at the requirements for promotion tasks in the second ring and felt extremely happy. With a luck value of 15,000, that means you can complete this mission by killing another World Boss. I just don't know if there will be a promotion mission for the third ring. Then, Yi Chen turned his head and looked at the giant rock dragon lizard that was constantly attacking him. His eyes were extremely hot. It's your turn next. But I have to use the experience points first, otherwise it will be wasted. Thinking of this, Yi Chen made a thought and spent more than 70 billion experience points to upgrade Wings of God from level 101 to level 151. After Wings of God was upgraded to level 151, the increased movement speed increased from 800% to 1500%, which greatly increased Yi Chen's movement speed again. Even a diamond professional who has mastered the rules of wind is probably far slower than Yi Chen's movement speed. After upgrading the Wings of God, Yi Chen violently attacked the giant rock dragon lizard on the ground. Super multiple arrows. Call out. 30 arrows instantly turned into a stream of light and shot into the body of giant rock dragon lizard at the same time. Clang clang clang. The sounds of gold and stone clashing continued to sound. 30 arrows only caused more than 50 million damage. This giant rock dragon lizard is so hard. Much harder than the earth vein stone giant. Yi Chen frowned and thought to himself as he looked at the damage done by the super multiple arrows. Giant rock lizard has extremely high physical defense, and has crit resistance and physical resistance talents. It can be said to be a very qualified tank. Especially its physical resistance talent can reduce 70% of the physical damage received, which is ridiculously tough. Unfortunately, all its teammates have been killed. No matter how strong its defense is, it can't make waves. Yi Chen used the shadow escape skill to distance himself and hide in the void. At the same time, the long bow in his hand was drawn into a full moon. After 2 seconds of charging, a golden arrow broke through the space, appeared on the chest of giant rock dragon lizard and pierced into its rock armor. Minus 56.84 million. Minus 682.08 million. 2 huge damage figures appeared from the top of giant rock dragon lizard's head. Seeing the damage caused by shadowless arrow combined with shadow escape, Yi Chen couldn't help but smile. No matter how strong the defense of giant rock dragon lizard is, it still loses a full 10% of its health under this combination of skills. This means that Yi Chen can kill the giant rock dragon lizard within 2 minutes. After all, giant rock dragon lizard does not have the ability to restore health. If the giant tree of origin was still there, Yi Chen would naturally not be so relaxed. But, no if. Boo hoo hoo. Arrows in Yi Chen's hand kept shooting out. Arrows filled the sky like rain, turning into a big net, covering the giant rock dragon lizard in it. Even though Yi Chen could only cause hundreds of thousands of damage per normal attack, he couldn't withstand the attack speed of more than 30 times per second. In addition, Yi Chen can use a combination of shadowless arrow and shadow escape every 10 seconds. Giant rock lizard's health continues to decrease. 85%, 70%, 55%. Giant rock dragon lizard's health is getting lower and lower, but it is unable to cause any harm to Yi Chen. It does less than 6 figures of damage per attack. Compared to Yi Chen's 10-digit shield, it can't even be counted as scratching an itch. Boom! Under Yi Chen's stormy attack, giant rock dragon lizard's health was quickly emptied, and its body crashed to the ground. Crash! After the corpse of giant rock dragon lizard disappeared, countless trophies appeared from the void and piled up into a colorful hill that exuded precious light. Ding! World announcement. Congratulations to Dragon Kingdom professional Yi Chen for killing the level 70 world boss giant rock dragon lizard in the origin map Tianxing Mountains. Boss kill contribution. 100%. The time it takes to kill the boss, 1 minute and 27 seconds. The human race will increase its luck value by 10,000 points, the Dragon Kingdom will increase its luck value by 5,000 points, and Yi Chen will increase its luck value by 3,000 points. 6 consecutive world announcements sounded in everyone's mind. Then another notification sounded in Yi Chen's mind. Congratulations on completing the second-level promotion task of Silver Professional, competing for luck value. Completion. 100%. Comprehensive score. SSS. All Silver Professional promotion tasks have been completed, and task completion rewards will be automatically issued later. There is no third-level promotion task, so wouldn't I be able to be promoted to a Silver Professional? Yi Chen looked at the big 3 words, completed, on the task panel, and the joy in his eyes almost overflowed. This is a 10-star promotion mission that breaks the limits. Whether it is in the Blue Star world or the Destiny world, this is a difficulty level that has never been heard before. I'm afraid only the Great Emperor's family in the big world will have relevant records. Yi Chen couldn't help but look forward to what the rewards of this 10-star difficulty mission would be. Byte. Log. Mission completion rewards have been distributed. Yi Chen was shocked and prepared to check the rewards for completing the mission. Rewards for completing promotion missions with 10-star difficulty. Yi Chen was full of expectations and wanted to see what this unprecedented reward was. Byte. Complete the 10-star difficulty promotion mission and obtain an SSS level evaluation, triggering the world announcement mechanism. Will the name of the professional be displayed in the next world announcement? Hearing the reminder of the will of the world, Yi Chen showed an expected expression. After all, the last time he completed the promotion task of 9-star difficulty, the world announcement had been triggered. Naturally, completing the 10-star difficulty promotion mission this time requires a world announcement. Yes, without hesitation, Yi Chen decided to reveal his name. After all, he had triggered 5 world announcements in just one day, and this time was no different. Ding! World announcement. Congratulations to Dragon Kingdom Professional Yi Chen for obtaining an SSS level rating in the 10-star difficulty professional promotion task. Another 6 consecutive world announcements rang in everyone's minds. True Dragon City, Human Palace. Hiss. Fang Hoshan sat on the throne of the human emperor and took a breath of cold air. His heart was filled with turmoil, and he was completely stunned. In less than 3 minutes, there were 36 world announcements. This Yi Chen is probably using the will of the world as a chat channel, and there is no end in sight. Even the disciples of the true God are not so scary, right? Isn't this Yi Chen the reincarnation of the true God? Also, did I hear the last announcement correctly? Complete the 10-star difficulty promotion mission with SSS level evaluation. 10 stars. Isn't the highest level of difficulty for a promotion mission 9 stars? When will there be another 10 stars? This is too outrageous, even if he knows too many unknown secrets as the human emperor. But even he has never heard of the 10-star difficulty promotion mission. This boy has the qualities of a true god. Fang Hoshan was silent for a long time, exhaled with a long breath, and sighed in his heart. When Yi Chen is promoted to a Silver Professional, he must become his friend. The Dragon Kingdom has such a genius that has never been seen before. God has blessed our Dragon Kingdom. Fang Hoshan thought secretly in his heart. Once a professional is promoted to a Silver Professional, he will be officially recognized by the will of the universe. After being recognized by the will of the universe, the career panel will unlock more functions. The friend feature is one of them. After 2 people add each other as friends, as long as they are not in a special space, they can communicate with each other even if they are on opposite ends of the universe. Before Silver Professionals, professionals in the Blue Star world generally used mobile phones to communicate with each other, but they could only be used in the same city. And it cannot be used once you go to the wild or enter a dungeon. Once you become a Silver Professional, you can contact your friends anytime and anywhere. It can be said to be quite convenient. No. The entrance to the origin map this time is on the Holy Dragon City side. I have to go there and guard it myself. Fang Hoshan seemed to suddenly think of something and suddenly disappeared into the human palace. The world of destiny, the endless beast realm, the beast palace. Sitting on the huge throne of the Beast King was a burly man with the head of a lion and the body of a human body. He just sat there quietly, but his whole body exuded a vast aura, which was so majestic that it made people fearful and dare not look directly at him. Lord Beast King, this Yi Chen is shrouded in fog, and I can't observe any more information. The great sage of the orc tribe below also had a solemn expression. With his strength, only a handful of strong men could hide their information in front of him. Okay, you go down first. The Beast King's majestic voice sounded in the hall. After the great sage of the Beastman clan left, the Beast King also fell into endless contemplation. Kill 5 world bosses in a row. A 10-star difficulty promotion mission. Even when the true god was young, he probably couldn't compare with it, right? Is the luck in the difficulty level Blue Star world really so strong? In less than 100 years, strong people continue to emerge in the world. And now there is such a terrifying genius who is comparable to a young true god. Killing the world boss instantly by leapfrogging is as easy as drinking water and eating. This Blue Star world is definitely not simple. I don't know if it was a wrong decision to merge with the Blue Star world. Tianxing Mountains, Central Part. Yi Chen immediately opened the log panel and checked the mission rewards. Congratulations on completing the Silver Professional Promotion task, hunting the world boss and competing for luck value. The following are personal rewards for completing tasks. Reward 1. SSS Level Talent God's Insight. Reward 2. The Power of True God Level Bloodline, the Bloodline of Yi. Yi Chen's eyes widened instantly and he couldn't believe his eyes. The Power of True God Level Bloodline. Is this something you can own? This is too strong. Yi Chen quickly checked his attribute panel. Bloodline of Yi. Current unlocking progress, 1/9. First level attribute. Almighty Power, your 4-dimensional attribute value will always be consistent with the highest attribute value. Second level attributes. Third level attributes. After Yi Chen saw the properties of Yi's bloodline, he was immediately stunned by this huge surprise. Happiness came too suddenly. He never thought that this true god level bloodline could be so terrifying. Just unlocking the first level of true god level bloodline is already so powerful. I don't know how strong the real true god level bloodline is. Although everyone knows that the true god is very powerful, it is unimaginable how powerful it is. Just like a farmer can never imagine what the emperor's life is like. Only then did he unlock the first level of true god level bloodline, and Yi Chen had a glimpse of the horror of true gods in advance. This profession has a long and difficult road. You can't be blindly arrogant just because you have achieved hundreds of millions of achievements. Yi Chen clenched his fists and said secretly, Bloodline of Yi has 9 levels in total, but only the first level has been unlocked so far. Yi Chen quickly checked the subsequent unlocking conditions. The conditions for unlocking the second level: 1. Be promoted to a gold level professional. 2. Your own luck value reaches 100,000. Unlocking conditions for the third level. Unlocking the second level requires one's luck value to reach 100,000. Yi Chen's expression condensed. You must know that he only gained 15,000 luck points by killing 5 world bosses. If you want to get 100,000 luck points, you have to kill 29 more world bosses. Based on the calculation that a new origin map would appear in 2 or 3 years, it would take years of the monkey and months of horses to accumulate enough luck points of 100,000. When the time comes, I will go out and ask Dean Su Yu if there are any other ways to obtain luck points. Yi Chen thought secretly in his heart. There is no pressure at all for him to be promoted to a gold level professional. But if there is no other way to obtain these 100,000 luck points, it will take at least 10 years to accumulate this much luck value. The unlocking conditions for the third level cannot be viewed yet. Yi Chen estimates that he will not know the specific unlocking conditions until the second level is unlocked. Yi Chen shook his head, put aside the doubts in his mind, and checked the effect of the SSS level talent Divine Insight. God's Insight SSS level, God's eyes that can see through everything. The stronger the professional, the more information he can see. That's right. Now I'm afraid most professionals can't hide in front of me. Yi Chen was very satisfied with the attributes of Divine Insight. However, he suddenly found that his A-level talent, Eye of Truth, disappeared from the attribute panel. Eye of Truth should be the lower talent of Insight of God. After obtaining Insight of God, Eye of Truth should be covered. Yi Chen had some guesses in his mind. However, the introduction of God's insight was too simple, and he didn't know the specific effect. He could only wait until then to see the actual effect. After checking the properties of Yi's bloodline and God's insight, Yi Chen excitedly took out the silver level promotion orb from his backpack. Next he will be officially promoted to silver professional. Yi Chen looked at the silver level promotion orb in his palm and was extremely happy. He couldn't wait to use his mental power to stimulate, and the white and silver light instantly enveloped Yi Chen's body. Log. Professional level promotion is successful. Consume 1 silver level promotion orb. Current level is silver level. Current level is 51. Log. Promoted to silver level professional. Unlocking professional specific skills. God's protection. Log. Promoted to silver level professional. New modules unlocked in the career panel. Friend module, forum module. After being promoted to a silver professional, Yi Chen felt that his attributes had improved a lot. For bronze level professionals, 1 point of strength can increase attack power by 4 points, but for silver level professionals, it can increase attack power by 6 points. The same is true for other attributes, all of which have been greatly improved. Could God's protection be another shield skill? But if it is a shield skill, it would be a bit useless. Yi Chen frowned slightly when he looked at the skill name of God's protection and immediately opened the attribute panel to check it. Guardian of God Level 1 Passive Skill, fixedly reduces the damage received by 500 points, and then reduces the damage received by 1%. Fortunately, it's not a shield skill, otherwise it would be a waste of food and a pity. Yi Chen couldn't help but feel good after seeing the attributes of God's protection. Currently, he has Shield of God coupled with the shield effect of Power of Weeping Blood. He has no shortage of shield skills. If God's protection was another shield skill, Yi Chen would be on the verge of tears. Fortunately, Divine Protection is a damage reduction skill, which can be said to be quite powerful. With a thought, Yi Chen spent more than 27 billion experience points to directly upgrade God's protection from level 1 to level 101. After reaching level 101, the attributes of God's protection have been greatly improved. Guardian of God Level 101 Passive Skill, fixedly reduces the damage received by 30,000 points, and then reduces the damage received by 30%. After possessing Almighty Power, my physical defense and magic defense have reached hundreds of thousands. Coupled with God's protection's fixed damage reduction and percentage damage reduction, I am afraid that even ordinary gold professionals will not be able to break through it. My defense. Yi Chen looked at his luxurious attributes and couldn't help but nodded with satisfaction. Immediately afterwards, Yi Chen thought, and more than 50 million experience points disappeared in an instant, and his level increased rapidly. Log. Professional upgraded successfully. Current level is 52. Log. Professional upgraded successfully. Current level is 53. Log. Professional upgraded successfully. Current level is 70. A series of white lights flashed across Yi Chen's body, and his level stayed at level 70. This is the limit of silver professionals. If you want to continue to improve your level, you must be promoted to gold professionals. As soon as you get out, you will immediately receive the gold level professional promotion task. Yi Chen couldn't help but raise the corners of his mouth slightly when he thought that he would be promoted to a gold level professional soon. After being promoted to a gold level professional, not only can the system unlock new functions, but you are also qualified to understand the power of rules. Even understanding a little bit of the power of rules is a huge improvement. Yi Chen looked around and saw 4 shining treasure mountains right in front of him. Yi Chen's speed was as fast as lightning, and his strong mental power put all the loot into his backpack. Various items in the backpack are placed in categories according to type and quality. Yi Chen quickly selected 7 pieces of level 70 dark gold equipment that were suitable for him to wear, and his equipment suddenly took on a brand new look. Then he took out a few more intermediate equipment upgrade coupons from the treasure pile, and upgraded Ancient Demon Bow and Time Guard Necklace to level 70. After putting on a full set of level 70 equipment, Yi Chen's 4-dimensional attributes were greatly improved again under the influence of Almighty Power. Then Yi Chen turned his attention to the silver level skill book. After reaching the silver level, many Halo skills can be learned. Once the Halo skill level is raised, everyone will be like a dragon wherever Yi Chen is. In addition, there are many silver-level skill books that are common to archers and all professions that can be learned. However, the higher the professional level, the fewer skill books are available for learning. Moreover, strong men above the semi-saint level generally create their own skills based on their own understanding of the power of rules. Only self-created skills can exert their greatest power. Yi Chen took out 5 silver-level Halo skill books from his backpack at once. Some Halo skill books were previously revealed in dungeons, and some were revealed after killing the world boss in the Tianxing Mountains. Yi Chen used his spiritual power to stimulate, and 5 streams of light flashed through. Log. The silver-level skill book was successfully used, and the silver-level skill was obtained, Attack Halo. Log. The silver-level skill book was used successfully and the silver-level skill, Damage Halo was obtained. Log. The silver-level skill book was used successfully, and the silver-level skill was obtained, Movement Speed Aura. Log. The silver-level skill book was used successfully, and the silver-level skill was obtained, Critical Hit Halo. Log. The silver-level skill book was used successfully, and the silver-level skill was obtained, Critical Damage Halo. Yi Chen quickly opened the Properties panel and checked it out. Attack Aura Level 1 Aura Skill increases the attack power of nearby designated targets by 1%. After the aura is activated, it consumes 10 mana points per second, and the radius of influence is Professional Spirit x 1 meter. Damage Halo Level 1 Halo Skill increases the final damage of nearby designated targets by 1%. After the halo is activated, it consumes 10 mana points per second, and the radius of influence is Professional Spirit x 1 meter. Movement Speed Halo Level 1 Halo Skill increases the movement speed of nearby designated targets by 1%. After the halo is activated, it consumes 10 mana points per second, and the radius of influence is Professional Spirit x 1 meter. Crit Halo Level 1 Halo Skill increases the critical hit rate of nearby designated targets by 1%. After the halo is activated, it consumes 10 mana points per second, and the radius of influence is Professional Spirit x 1 meter. Critical Damage Halo Level 1 Halo Skill increases the critical hit damage of nearby designated targets by 1%. After the halo is activated, it consumes 10 mana points per second, and the radius of influence is Professional Spirit x 1 meter. Yi Chen looked at the attributes of the 5 halo skills with a smile on his lips. It is indeed a halo skill, each one is a percentage attribute bonus, and will not conflict with skills. You must know that many skills are actually of the same type, and their original rules are the same. Once the upper level skills are mastered, the lower level skills will be overridden, and the experience points invested in them will also be absorbed by the upper level skills, but there will be a certain loss. I wonder if halo skills can also be used for skill fusion. Yi Chen looked at these 5 silver level halo skills and fell into deep thought. It just so happened that I also gained a lot of silver level skill fusion stones by killing 5 world bosses this time, which can be used for experimentation. Silver level skill fusion stone can fuse up to 5 skills at one time, exactly merging 5 halo skills into one halo skill at one time. Soon, Yi Chen took out a piece of silver level skill fusion from the treasure pile in his backpack and held it in his hand. Then inject spiritual power into it. Whoosh! Silver level skill fusion broke away from Yi Chen's hand and floated in the air. A huge black and white furnace appeared in the void. Yi Chen tried to use his mental power to drag the attack halo into the furnace. But it didn't move at all. Then a reminder suddenly appeared in Yi Chen's mind. It actually takes 5 pieces of silver level skill fusion to fuse the halo skills. Feeling the prompts in his mind, Yi Chen realized that the skill furnace condensed from just one piece of silver level skill fusion could not support the fusion of the halo skills. Then Yi Chen followed the prompts and took out 4 pieces of silver level skill fusion again. Mental stimulation. Silver level skill fusion turns into a stream of light and merges into the skill furnace in the void. After all 4 pieces of silver level skill fusion were integrated, the size of the skill furnace doubled. The runes on it also became more mysterious and exquisite. Yi Chen once again tried to use his mental power to drag the attack halo into the furnace. This time, the skill light group representing the attack aura successfully entered the skill furnace. Immediately afterwards, Yi Chen followed suit. Drag all 4 skill light groups: damage aura, movement speed aura, crit aura, and critical damage aura into the skill furnace. A reminder appeared in Yi Chen's mind. Skills: attack aura level 1, damage aura level 1, movement speed aura level 1, critical aura level 1, critical damage aura level 1. Fusion success rate 100%. Skill fusion result: Almighty Halo level 1. Almighty Halo level 1 Halo skill increases the attack power, final damage increase, movement speed, critical hit rate, and critical hit damage of nearby designated targets by 1%. After the aura is activated, it consumes 30 mana points per second, and the radius of influence is Professional Spirit x1m. PS. Almighty Halo is a gold level skill. If the current professional level has not reached the gold level, you can master it by leapfrogging the level. Are you sure to merge? Yes. Without hesitation, Yi Chen decisively chose fusion. After the 5 Halo skills are merged into the Almighty Halo skill, the skill effect is not weaker than having 5 skills activated at the same time, and the mana consumption per second is reduced by 20 points. The most important thing is that you can save a lot of experience points. You must know that the experience required to upgrade a Halo skill is 10 times that of ordinary skills. Fusion of 5 Halo skills into 1 Halo skill is definitely a huge profit. With a thought in Yi Chen's mind, nearly 30 billion experience points instantly disappeared from the experience orb, but this huge amount of experience points only allowed the Almighty Halo to be upgraded from level 1 to level 51. Almighty Halo level 51 Halo skill increases the attack power, final damage increase, movement speed, critical hit rate, and critical hit damage of nearby designated targets by 51%. After the aura is activated, it consumes 100 mana points per second, and the radius of influence is Professional Spirit by 10 meters. After upgrading the Almighty Halo, Yi Chen took out a silver level skill book that was common to all professions. The mental power was stimulated, and a stream of light flashed through. Log. Failed to use silver level skill book, intermediate strength strengthening skills have been learned. This. Yi Chen looked at the prompt that the skill learning failed and fell into silence. I have obviously never learned the intermediate strength strengthening skill, so why does it say that I have learned it? Yi Chen felt extremely confused. Suddenly, Yi Chen seemed to remember something and frowned slightly. Could it be that intermediate archer mastery already contains the skill origin of intermediate strength enhancement? Yi Chen had a vague guess in his mind. In this case, there is no point in learning other skills. In addition to passive skills, Yi Chen did not need to learn other active skills. The only problem was that the special effects and percentage bonuses of the skills were different. It is better to upgrade the active skills currently mastered to a very high level first, and then create your own exclusive skills based on these skills later. In the future, I can continue to integrate all other aura skills into Almighty Aura, and other passive skills can also be integrated into Intermediate Archer Mastery. If this continues, the levels of these 2 skills will continue to improve, and I'm afraid it will surpass the semi-saint level in the end. Yi Chen thought secretly in his heart. Skill does not lie in more, but in finesse. After all, Yi Chen can break through the limits of his skills and constantly improve his skill levels. Even black iron level skills can play a very powerful role in his hands. You must know that ordinary professionals cannot break through the upper limit of skill levels, and most people have very low skill levels, so they must constantly learn new skills. The higher the level of the skill, the stronger the skill effect, and the effect of the same level is far greater than that of the lower level skill. Learning new skills can quickly improve their abilities. But Yi Chen was different. His low-level skill levels were extremely high. If he relearned high-level skills, the massive amount of experience points invested before would be wasted. The best way is to continuously integrate high-level skills and finally create a set of exclusive skills of your own. And not everyone is as strong as Yi Chen and can obtain so many skill fusion stones. Treasures of this level are beyond the reach of many people in their lifetime. Thinking of this, Yi Chen used another, silver-level skill fusion stone, to fuse Elementary Full Attribute Growth level 51 and Intermediate Archer Mastery level 100. Intermediate Archer Mastery level 100 passive skill, improve all attributes by 1000 points, professional level speed. The new skill after fusion is still called Intermediate Archer Mastery and its level is still silver. So far, in addition to professional specific skills and active skills, Yi Chen only has the passive skill Intermediate Archer Mastery and the Halo skill Almighty Halo. Then Yi Chen looked at his active skills and thought about the fusion plan. Arrow of Darkness is only a black iron level skill. The original upper limit was level 20, but due to Yi Chen's Heart of God talent, it has now been directly raised to level 101, which is far beyond the limit. Even low-level mythical skills are far less effective than the current effect of Yi Chen's Arrow of Darkness. However, the essence of Dark Arrow is an application of the rules of darkness. If you encounter a monster that is proficient in the rules of darkness, the effect of the skill may be greatly reduced or even have no effect. Therefore, some skills that use the power of other rules should be integrated next, so that if you encounter a monster that is proficient in the rules of darkness, you can use the rules of light, and the skill tolerance will be greatly enhanced. Then Yi Chen started searching in the skill pile, and soon found a skill book called Thunder Arrow. After hitting a monster, it can be in a state of shock. Attacking a monster that enters the state of shock can cause it to receive additional damage. Thunder Attribute Damage. Immediately afterwards, Yi Chen discovered a skill book called Arrow of Holy Light. After hitting a monster, it can be in the Holy Judgment state. Attacking a monster that enters the Holy Judgment state can cause it to receive additional light attribute damage. Subsequently, no other skill books were found that could increase damage. I don't know whether it was because other rule powers did not have such skill books, or because the 5 world bosses that Yi Chen killed were too hot and did not explode. Yi Chen's mental power was stimulated, 2 streams of light flashed through, and Yi Chen's attribute panel had 2 additional skills, Arrow of Thunder and Arrow of Holy Light. Both of these skill books were silver-level skill books. Yi Chen took out a silver-level skill fusion stone and fused the Dark Arrow with these 2 newly learned skill books. 3-color Divine Arrow level 101 active skill, causing 600% attack power attribute damage to a target, and at the same time causing the target to cause an additional 250% attribute damage after receiving damage within the next 120 seconds. The skill effects cannot be superimposed, and the attribute damage type can be selected from 3 attributes, Light, Dark, and Thunder. It consumes 1000 mana points and has a cooldown time of 900 seconds. Gold Leve skill. Not bad, not bad. Yi Chen looked at the skill attributes of 3-color Divine Arrow and nodded with satisfaction. Compared with Arrow of Darkness, 3-color Divine Arrow not only has its skill cooldown reduced by half, but its skill damage and additional damage have also been greatly improved. The most important thing is that you can choose from the 3 attributes of Light, Darkness, and Thunder, which greatly enhances the applicability of 3 colors Divine Arrow. If you encounter some undead monsters, using the light attribute can cause more additional damage. One skill has 3 attributes, which can be said to be quite practical. After merging the 3-color Divine Arrow, Yi Chen set his sights on the Super Multiple Arrow. The current special effect of Super Multi-Arrow is to reduce the target's movement speed and restore one's own health at the same time. Yi Chen considered incorporating more abnormal effects so that when facing a large number of enemies, he could use super multiple arrows for range control. Soon Yi Chen got 4 suitable skill books, and it took 2 silver-level skill fusion stones to successfully fuse them. Since the fusion success rate is only 40%, it failed directly the first time, but luckily succeeded the second time. Storm of Arrows level 101 active skill, shoots 30 arrows at once, causing 300% attack power damage to 1 or more targets, and also causing the following special effects. 1. Reduce the target's movement speed by 100% for 30 seconds. 2. Put the target into a bleeding state, losing 500 plus strength by 10% damage every second, lasting 30 seconds. 3. Put the target into a poison state, losing 500 plus spirit by 10% damage per second, lasting 30 seconds. 4. Put the target into a burning state, losing 500 plus strength by 10% of fire damage every second, lasting 30 seconds. 5. Put the target into silence for 5 seconds. 6. Recover 100% of the HP of the damage caused to yourself. It consumes 1500 mana and has a cooldown time of 3 seconds. Gold level skill. This skill is perfect for dealing with professionals. Yi Chen looked at the properties of Storm and Arrows and couldn't help but raise the corners of his mouth slightly. The movement speed is reduced by 100%, bleeding, poisoning, burning, and most importantly, it also comes with a silent state. Ordinary professionals will be absolutely disgusted when encountering this skill, unable to walk, and in a silent state. Even if they have purification skills, they cannot use it. The 3 abnormal states of blood loss can cause tens of thousands of damage per second. It's a professional's nightmare. I hope everyone will support it and subscribe more.